enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
We just did this, didn't we?
I'm going to talk into my mic now.
Uh-oh. All right, Anthony's moving toward his microphone. Everyone, keep their fingers crossed.
Hello? Hi.
Ooh.
How'd that work? Right. Just got to turn my little volume up. There we go. Nice.
See what happens when you yell and complain and break stuff?
Break things. You got to break stuff.
You break more stuff, and then they fix everything. See, kids? Throwing tantrums does work. I want to congratulate my team, the Philadelphia Phillies, for making it all the way into the World Series.
Sorry, Philly. Just want to apologize for Opie's endorsement of your team. And
Have I been pushing the Phillies this year or what?
Yeah, you have.
I'm a fair weather fan.
What does this mean? Opie. STFU. I don't know what that STFU doesn't even make sense, sir.
Go Phils! Poor Joe Torre. And we like Joe Torre, don't we? I'm not a Yankee fan, but I like Joe Torre, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When did you bring a closer in? The bottom of the second?
Probably. What was the final? 5-1. It wasn't even close last night. So Phillies in the World Series. First time since 1993, if you're keeping track at home. And I'm pushing for the Red Sox. How cool would that be?
What?
Philly-Boston World Series? How cool would that be?
Okay, all right, that would be a pretty good rivalry kind of but
no one wants to see the Rays in the World Series. I mean, no one. They don't want to even see it in Tampa Bay.
No, they don't.
They're like, oh, my God, we got to go to the stadium. It's 100 degrees. I want to go boating. Name one person on the Rays. We didn't even know that they dropped the
pitcher.
We didn't even know they dropped Devils from their name until yesterday.
I know. I said Devil Rays, and who was it? Travis went,
yeah.
Oh, no, the Rays now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, excuse me, woman.
Out of all of us, could one of us name one Tampa Bay Ray?
Ray. No, there's not a coincidence like that happening?
I hope so. Just one. One of us come up with one Ray. This is how insignificant this dopey team is.
Wow, that's tough.
You got one? Yeah, you probably looked it up.
Nope,
Stunt brain?
Only one. That Evan Longoria, the kid who hits all the home runs.
Isn't that chick from that show?
Desperate Housewives?
Desperate Housewives?
The chick from Desperate Housewives?
She plays for the Rays?
That's Eva.
How'd they even make it to...
What is she, back cleanup or something? What is she doing? Or what is she, just slap singles all day long? Travis, you know a Ray?
Oh, I know a bunch of Rays, but
Of course.
well, Scott Kazmir, former Mets pitcher that everyone was so upset got traded away. He's pitching tonight.
It's a Ray.
But I was going to say that as far as bandwagon Tampa Bay fans, they just untarped 5,000 seats that have never been used in that stadium. Never.
That's got pristine seats.
Are you kidding?
I swear to God.
Just to get ready for the World Series, they're
because
dusting
now,
them off?
Yeah, because now people want to go see them.
I hope they can't fill those seats. I hope they uncover it, and it's still 200 people show up for a game.
So there's 5,000 brand new seats for people to sit in.
Yeah.
Great.
And this just in, Howard Johnson still has his uniform on, Anthony, so
Does it?
I might have been accurate when I stated what
Why would he? Oh, just walking around?
He's still walking around living the
Mets
dream.
have been out of it, and he's just like shopping.
He
does see him at the local market, and he's in his uniform.
He doesn't want to accept the fact that the Mets are long gone. He's still walking around in that uniform. Yes. I have to root for the Phillies. I got a whole Philly crew that I got to answer to. Because people, as a diehard Mets fan, go F yourself. How can you go for the Phillies? Because I want a Phillies Red Sox World Series. Red Sox they're going to come back, right?
Are they?
Well, it's not looking good.
I got a double Ray or a Ray.
You looked on the Pal Talk screen. That's not fair. You're cheating.
No, I swear I didn't.
All right.
Pumpsy Green. I really like this kid. I think he's going to go places.
I was listening to that.
Pumpsy.
They replay some stuff here in New York as we're getting ready.
Yeah.
I guess the 5 o'clock hour is us. I didn't even know that. When did that start?
Yeah, I like that show that's on before us.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pumpsy Green, though, man.
Pumpsy.
I was hoping we were going to reference him today.
Oh.
We got to reference.
I'm Pumpsy White at night to get to sleep.
We got to reference Pumpsy Green.
It makes me sleepy and makes me able to go to sleep.
Nice. All right, the debate. Boring politics. I guess we got to say good morning to Joe Plumber because this whole election comes down to Joe the Plumber.
He's famous.
He really is. Some dude from Cleveland or outside Cleveland or where is it? Holland, Ohio?
They just said Ohio.
Did it say Holland, Ohio, I believe? Huh? Outside of Columbus. This whole election comes down to Joe the Plumber.
They were talking about Joe the Plumber. He was that guy that kind of was questioning Obama when Obama was in Ohio and said, look, I can't even get a business going with your silly tax policies you want to put in place. And then Obama turns around and tells him, well, you know something? If you make money in this country, you got to kick it back to the people that aren't as fortunate so we could build them up and spread the wealth around, which is just a great Karl Marx Communist Manifesto kind of thing.
A bit of socialism?
A lot of bit of socialism.
A bit?
Yeah, people said, I forgot who it was. I'm not just saying people are saying, but that Obama was kind of raised with this socialist agenda. I don't know, this socialist ideology, yeah. And it's obviously stuck with him. I mean, the guy loves taking people's money. He's like Robin Hood, this guy. I don't know about that.
Why doesn't he go down to Wall Street and turn some people upside down and take what falls out of their pockets? Because like Anthony said in the office, we'll get back to the debate, but somebody is making a bloody fortune from this market. Go after those guys.
The real heavy hitters must be laughing their asses off at a 700-point drop in a day. I don't care. And then 1,000 or 900 and change up one day, 400 down, 700 down the next day. When is someone going to expose this scam? This has nothing to do with financials. It has nothing to do with economic news that comes out and has people panicking and selling. These are the pros just raping the people that get in and go, oh, my buddy's telling me it's a good buy opportunity. My broker called and said, I think it's the bottom. It's time to get back in. And then they get in, especially after a 900 and change point gain. You get in thinking it's going to go up higher. Now we hit a bottom. It's going to go up higher. And it doesn't. And these pros are shorting stocks. And then the price goes way down. You'd lose 700 points in one day. They cash out laughing. And who's holding the bag? Joe Plumber.
Joe the Plumber. Are they doing the puts thing too?
They're doing, yeah. As far as options goes, you go put options. You do everything. You bet against the market until you hit a certain bottom, and then you buy. You buy long on some of these things. You make money when the market goes up 1,000 points, and you get the hell out. These guys are in and out, in and out. That's it. They're making money hand over fist, and the people left going, "What happened?" are the guys that think you could just jump in with these professionals and tangle with them. And I don't know who's not exposing this. They're all talking about, well, another paper coming out today showing unemployment's up and production in new goods are down and housing and that. First of all, the banks are all propped up now by the government. That thing passed. You don't have to worry about banks failing. And as far as people not spending as much, they're very worried about that. People's spending was way down. This stuff is delayed for a while. These reports don't come out the next day on what happened the day before. And if you recall, fuel prices were up to, $147. When fuel goes up, everything goes up. This country runs on fuel. We're down to 73 a barrel now.
That changed in what?
Wait till
2 months?
Yeah, wait till that happens. Wait till that kicks in. Wait till that delay happens. Then you're going to see people started buying more. They started driving more, going out, buying more. They're saving a little more money on gas. And then you're going to see the reports that say, all right, people are spending a little more. 1,000 points up. It's crazy. Who's not exposing this scam? I am. Remember, you heard it here first. Like you did that Friday when I said the market was going to go up.
And it went way down.
Well, it was the biggest drop in history.
Well, yeah.
But I do know a few things. I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
You think we could solve the economic crisis by just going out and buying something? Is it as simple as that, Anthony? That's what I need to know.
Just buy yourself something.
If we all just go out today and buy something, does that help the economy?
Yeah, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to head down to that camera place. I'm going to buy a camera just like Jimmy Norton's.
B&H?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They're closed until like next week.
Oy vey!
I want to return my thing.
I thought I checked their hours and they said they're opened today.
I called the machine. They said we will reopen.
Oh boy,
Thursday.
They got some holidays they got.
It is Thursday the
next 23rd.
No, I heard it was Thursday. Why is it still?
I think David said this is like the tent week, right? Everybody's just sleeping.
There's the tent.
How long
week.
does the tent go?
Another few days.
Sukkot.
We're in the middle of the Sukkot thing. And you're talking about the camera store here in Manhattan that's run by the Hasidic
It's
Jews.
run by all. What does that say? Is that online though? Thing because I know they don't even go to their website. They post on the website. Don't post to others.
They know everything.
They're closed from the 14th to the 22nd. Wow.
Yeah.
How do we get a job with these guys?
Dude, they know
That's
everything.
wonderful.
You go there.
Oh, I know. It's an amazing place.
And there's literally it was packed.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about. The security has the baskets going over your head. It's an amazing place.
Yeah, it really is. You go down there and just any question you have. There's everything down there. You're not going to hear, oh, we don't have that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Those Jews got that thing down over there.
Very professional.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Freddie in New York. Freddie.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Your last name's not Mac, is it?
No.
See, Freddie Mac.
I wanted to ask the Fed Chairman, Anthony Cumia.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oil's down over 50% a barrel, right?
Yeah.
Why is gas only down 20%? It was $4 high when it was $1.47.
You're right. It's because these sons of bitches, the second the price per barrel of oil goes up, they're out there with those big long sticks and their numbers raising the price on the board in front of the station. The second that it goes down, they say, well, it takes time to make it to this level from the barrel being sold to actually being in the tanks at the fuel station. It's like, okay, then how come when it goes up, you raise the price immediately? It's price gouging. Mm-hmm. These guys are guilty of it, and you should. I would shake my my pointer finger at them when you're filling up your tank,
like this,
and go, you. No, not the back and forth one. The one where you point it at him and go, you.
Oh, not the tisk, tisk, tisk.
Not tisk, tisk. It's better. It's more than a tisk, tisk.
What about
friends.
the old man move where you're like, oh!
Oh, the fist shake like kids are on your lawn?
Yeah, like a Scooby-Doo thing. Why you?
And follow it with a why you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do that.
A why you?
A why you. It is. It's these bastards that actually run the stations themselves. The managers, the owners of the station, I guess. They don't want to lower the prices immediately, and that's the excuse they use. It takes a while. The fuel that's in my tank, I still paid a lot for because the price per barrel was up. So I got to get rid of that fuel before I can lower my prices. But again, when the price goes up, how much did you pay for the fuel in the ground, you bastard?
It's all a scam.
Yeah.
We're just little pawns in their game.
We are such pawns. And the thing is, it's becoming so obvious. The greed that is being perpetrated against the average Joe. Joe Plumber. I'm going to call him now. Is ridiculous. And it's so obvious and so out there now. I think people are getting so greedy because it's so easy. The people on Wall Street, the big wigs, they got to be laughing to themselves going, can you believe we're getting away with this for this long? Mm-hmm. We're pumping these idiots out of their money based on fear. The media's helping us. It's fantastic. short me that stock. I'm going to short that. I know the market's going to tank today. I'll make a fortune.
What's that mean, shorting a stock?
It's when you when you sell stock you don't own. You're selling stock you don't even own.
It's too complicated for you and I, Jimmy. I'm telling you right now.
It's easy. Let's say you got a stock. It's $10 a share.
Nice.
You sell 100 shares. I'm just using numbers. You sell 100 shares of it.
Nice.
And you pocket the money. Now you have $1,000. Or as I said, what? 100 shares? Let's say, okay, well, you sell 10 shares. $10. You have $100. Now you're sitting there with your $100 and you go, all right, but I got to replace that. I didn't own those shares at $10 a share, so I got to replace them. So I'm going to hang back and wait. I'll wait. Oh, the price just dropped to $5. Now I could replace them. So now you buy the actual shares to replace the ones you didn't have when you sold them in the first place.
It's just insane.
For $5 a share, and now you keep the other $5 and you go da-da-da-da-da. Now do this on an unprecedented scale of wealth, and you've made millions of dollars.
And Wall Street invented this because they wanted to make even more money. They're like, we're not making enough money. We got to figure out another way where we could work this market and make money.
Joe Plumber's going, I'm going to buy Consolidated Allied Soot.
Right.
And he goes long on it, and just the market tanks that day, and he goes, oops.
You know who this is hurting? The Pumpsy Greens of America.
The Pumpsy Greens
of America.
You never would have been able to buy stock. What are you kidding? Don't allow that.
Well, see what you do here is take your black.
Should we keep Pumpsy Green in charge of the company? What are you kidding? He's a $1. Pumpsy Green.
It's going to be all about Pumpsy Green today.
Pumpsy Green and Joe the Plumber.
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up. Why don't we take a break? The phones are lit already, which is nice to see. We love talking to you guys. 877-212-0&A. We'll definitely get into the whole debate thing after the break.
Yes, I am saying that. I should quote what's happening on Pal Talk, and I didn't say it. Yes, Wall Street is screwing Main Street. Just want to get that out there. I don't think anyone's made that
no
kind of statement yet. Wall Street, Main Street.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Opie and Anthony, stay there. I didn't even know that, Anthony.
Yeah.
We should bring it to everyone's attention. It's Opie and Anthony. Good morning. We're all over the place today, but that's okay.
Well, but we keep it in perspective, though.
Our pal Kevin Smith has a movie coming out. I actually saw the movie already, and I liked it a lot.
Stop it.
Yes, we all could have went.
Oh, screenings?
Yes.
That's good. Okay, if there was a screening in my garage, I'd see it too.
We're gonna. I'm hearing that we're gonna have screenings at your house soon.
You know something? That would
rule.
I will have a big movie theater in my house, and to get screeners of these things and watch it in that environment, fantastic.
That would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I saw the Kevin Smith movie already. What is it, Mira and Zach, or Zach and Mira?
Zach and Mira Make a Porno. That's the name of the movie.
Our pal Jimmy's in it for a few seconds.
Yeah, I heard he left two lines in or something. That's great.
Aw. Cute.
Absolutely
now
great.
Pay me.
Yeah.
Pay me, Kevin.
And what? He's getting a little
flack for the title.
Beautiful. This is perfect for him.
They've taken it off of the bus shelters in Los Angeles, a few other places too. Billboards. They've demanded they've been taken down, and all these people are saying it's bad for the children to see the word porno. One woman actually went as far as to say the idea of the movie itself, which is people decide to make their own porn movie to make some money.
Well, they're down on their luck.
Yeah.
They need to pay their bills, and they came up with this idea.
And they say children will see this and then think that that's a viable option to get yourself out of financial difficulty. It's like, what? First of all, the children aren't seeing the movie. They're seeing a movie poster. The word porno isn't a dirty word. It's, porno itself. You can't go showing porno. But just having the word in a movie title, they don't want it visible. They've taken it off of bus boards. They removed it from, I guess they had bought ads during the Dodger games, and the Dodgers organization said, no, we don't want that during our games. This is family. The Dodgers have always been about family entertainment. We don't want to put those ads on. But meanwhile, like Jim says, the beers are flowing.
Absolutely.
As far as the commercials go during baseball games.
Have a sip of this, then slug your wife, and then drive home and plow into a family. Yeah, go ahead.
And you don't think if the feds would have taken away cigarette ads years ago that they would be accepting cigarette ads? Of course they would be.
Absolutely, they would.
It's one of those things. But the word porno, just the word porno, is too bad now in this whipped society we live in. This emasculated, wishy-washy, everything for the children, nothing left for adult entertainment society we're in. You can't even post the word porno in a movie title from a legitimate director. It's a movie. It's not a porno movie. Mm-hmm. Why?
Children are an excuse. They don't
right.
I don't like it, so I don't want it is too insightful into the self-centeredness of the person saying it.
Even the douche saying it knows they're not going to take me seriously.
Or they don't even want to acknowledge to themselves, God almighty, am I a selfish ass?
Yeah.
They don't even want to acknowledge to themselves.
Can we get our pal on the radio today? It might be a little early.
When's he coming in? We have him all day.
He's coming in
next
soon.
week.
But why don't we get him on today? Because we got some controversy. A quick phone call to Kevin Smith would be great.
Like to hear his take on
obviously this is complete BS, but if you're Kevin Smith, it's great.
Yeah, Kevin. I would think
it's pushing the movie.
controversy.
It's pushing the movie, further for him.
It's like when Dogma came out and he caught all kinds of flack from the Catholic League and the church and everything.
I think he's loving the publicity.
He liked that, but and they said Kevin had said they went for the most kind of just innocuous, posters and
they're just stick figures.
Yeah, just kind of
stick figures with an old school camera stick figure. You know what I mean?
Don't they have guns in movie posters?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the word dead or...
We just focus on the wrong stuff in this country.
We Americans suck.
It really...
We suck.
Just getting annoying.
I don't understand why this country has this preoccupation with
nudity?
With sex. We're so, uptight about just anything to do with sex or sexual content or even just... 12 times removed something to do with sex. They freak out.
I don't know. I think that, I don't know. It seems that we have been...
But violence? Ooh,
we've been
get enough.
Dishonest about what we really like here ever since it started. I mean, dishonest about how ugly we all are, which is fine to be ugly. Every person's got ugliness. It's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we just like to pretend we don't. It's silly.
We are a nation of phonies.
Yeah.
Just phonies walking around trying to portray ourselves as these do-gooders. And we love everyone, and we're not evil, we're not this, we're not racist, we're not sexist, we're not... we don't enjoy sex. Who doesn't enjoy sex? How do you think we got to 3 million people?
3 million?
It was 2 million when I was growing up.
3 million?
300 million people.
Well,
I wish there were 3 million. I'm talking after the,
He only
apocalypse.
acknowledges white.
Certain people in this country. Did I say 3 million?
Yes. When were you growing up?
Right. Jesus.
1650?
When I was in a little place called Jonestown.
That's right.
Was it Jonestown? No.
Whatever. It's early.
No, Jonestown.
It was where the massacre was.
Where the massacre was. Yeah. Senator showed up, had a bullet sandwich.
Yeah, he certainly did.
Oh, boy. Jim Jones didn't play games.
No, he didn't.
I upset the apple cart.
I have a feeling that they played right into Kevin Smith's hands. I think Kevin knows what he's doing. I think he probably knew that, using the word porno in a movie title would get some talk going. So I think they really played right into his hands. That's what I'm going to guess on this one.
I would love to talk to one of these
I
people.
guarantee he's very happy that there's controversy over the movie title.
Yeah, there you go. That's the get rich or die trying.
And die trying. Yeah, die trying.
That's the billboard. I'm looking at a picture of it. Now, again, I have no problem with that either.
It's actually a cool picture.
I don't have a problem. It's a great picture. It's, what is that,
50 Cent from the back.
From the back.
With his arms wide. What's he hold? The microphone in his right hand.
And a pistol in the other. And that, I think, is supposed to show where he was from and where he is now. It's more,
But it's not a comedy. In comedy, the rules are different.
Wait,
yeah.
You notice what's going on? Because we went through this yesterday when we interviewed Ludacris. Go back to that poster, please. We all know him as 50 Cent, but the poster says Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Well, I asked
and Ludacris was doing the exact same thing yesterday. He's like Chris Ludacris Bridges, I think.
Bridges, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now these rap guys are starting to claim that Ludacris is their character, 50 Cent is their character. But their real personas, like in this case, Curtis Jackson.
That way they could deal with the movie industry people without the movie industry, people looking at them like, "Oh, you're a thug. I've heard your music."
Yeah, it's like no, that's a character.
No, that's a character. That's a character. How come that doesn't work on the radio?
Right.
How come if I say something awful, I'm taken to task as me?
Because you're using your real name. You got to like come up with like.
But so is a Fitty. Well, not in the movie, I guess.
What's your nickname? I've known you for 14 years. What's your nickname?
I got to come up with a fake name, but I don't have a nickname.
You never had a nickname growing up?
Pederast? No, I don't.
There was never a time where people were trying to get a nickname going for you? And it didn't work?
Never caught on. I just never really
What
had
was
a
the
nickname.
one that almost caught on? Everyone has a nickname.
Homo.
No. I
never had one.
I would completely fess up. There just was never a nickname for me. Never
I had
one.
one.
You did?
Yeah, I did actually. When I was, I sort
Cutest boy?
No, sweetest boy in town was an award I would win.
Oh,
Year after year after year. Let someone else win that, Jimmy. My
I
God.
know.
selfish.
Boy whose smile was most likely to brighten your day. When I was a boy, I was not supposed to win. The Wilkerson boy was, but then a mysterious fire burned him, and I won.
Oh, I wonder how that
No,
happened.
my nickname when I was like 17 or 18, I used to work at Pergament was Toast. That became my nickname.
Toast.
For real.
Oh yeah, I'm not kidding you.
Why would...
Based on what?
I would go to work and then go out to lunch and come back stoned or drunk.
Oh,
Nice.
And the manager,
You're
Frank,
toasted.
would say, "He's toasted," and then they would I worked with this dude Terrence. There was only a few of us in the store. It just became Toast.
Hey, Toast.
Yeah, Toast.
Wow, you really did need to get off the...
Yeah, and
they were calling you Toast.
Toast, come to the back. Toast.
Toast. Wow.
And when I went to the new Pergament, it stayed. Then I got sober when I was 18, and the nickname stayed even then. It was weird.
Wow.
Forgot about that. Wow.
Hey,
something Toast.
Anthony, you forgot you're dopey because that's what they like to call Opie and Dopey because they like to be clever with their headlines when we do something bad.
And I want to nip the rumors in the bud here. Point Blank is saying they tried to give Anth a nickname, but he would just cry when they gave it to him, which is probably the truth. I didn't like the name game. They called me Tony for short. You know?
You didn't like Tony.
Tony for short. And I didn't like it.
I hear they like
I cried.
I hear they like to call you Loch Ness.
What?
Just saying.
Oh, Jiminy Cricket.
Rumor has it that's kind of one of your secret nicknames, Loch Ness.
No, I'm not Joe the Plumber Cumia. Loch Ness. No.
When he's in the tub, it looks like the surgeon's photo.
Yeah, that's
very famous.
Yes,
The surgeon's photo.
Very famous and hoaxed photo of Nessie, by the way. Confessed on his deathbed.
Yes.
Do you want us to shorten it to Loch, or you want to be Loch Ness?
I like Loch for, lost.
Well, I understand that, but
It's
we're talking
taken.
about your penis here.
I'm not the bull prepper. No.
Anthony, the bull prep.
And the truth, yes, Raphael, the truth of the matter is,
The bull prep.
call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner.
No, almost.
Almost?
No.
What is it?
Call me what you. Just don't call me late for supper.
Oh, for supper.
Supper. Wow. Is that
What a delivery.
perfect?
Can we call you Ray?
No.
That's stupid. You could call me Ray.
Oh, you can call me Jay. Oh, you can call me Ray J. Oh, you can call me RJ. Oh, Ray J.
Shut up.
Yeah, we get your bit.
What was the commercial for that one?
One trick pony. It wasn't. It was the guy's stand-up act. Dude, the guy would come out and just do that.
An act?
It
Yes.
was an act.
Yeah, find us
He
some
would
audio
come
of that.
Find us the guy's act. His name is Ray J. Johnson or something. Dude, it was his act.
It was probably a 1 or 2 line thing in his act, like a silly thing, and then it probably got morphed into this.
I never remember him doing anything else. He'd be on like Laugh-In or one of those dopey 70s variety shows. They'd drag him out to do his You Could Call Me Ray.
That was his whole bit?
His whole bit.
Come on.
Not another friggin' thing would be uttered.
You could do 2 minutes on that top.
Stunt brain?
He had a hit single with that.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
no,
he
was that a
did.
song?
Yeah, he
I'm
had it.
remembering this. Wait a minute. Yeah, I
He
think
made
you're right.
a hit single
Go
with.
find that.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. Just the thought of it just gave me goosey bumps.
Oh, really?
I'm all goosebumpy with the chills.
Embarrassment?
Yes. To hear it, I may have to duck my head.
You know who was a fan of that Ray guy?
Who?
Pumpsy Green.
Pumpsy Green was a genius.
Yes,
way
he
ahead
was.
of his time.
You can call me Pumpsy or you can call me Green, but please don't call me.
Like the rest of my team.
Oh, wait, we're forgetting other nicknames we do have. Mike in Jersey. Yes, Mikey.
You guys' nicknames are Rick, Kit, and Crawlspace. Linger longer.
That's right. Ray
That's
Kit
true.
and Crawl Space in the morning. Where were we? We had something to do here.
We're talking about Zach and Mary. And
Oh, yeah, okay. Speaking of how politically correct the society is getting.
Society.
Society, that's right. Linger longer. We have a
scapegoat.
Listen what happened at one fine high school.
Miss Kristen Pass.
It's as if everyone in the crowd was cheering Kristen on. And when she was crowned homecoming queen, everyone let her know how special she truly is.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Okay. I hope they dump pig's blood on her head.
Can I guess that the queen crown, they had to just cut the bottom out of a kid's wading pool and paint it gold? Strap this to your head, dumb bellow.
Come on.
Well, the crown, was it just Pete Rose's old batting helmet?
Here we go. And we're off.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. One of those squirt guns when the tongue hangs out and you squirt so it doesn't get dry.
Keep it wet so she could give her speech.
Oh,
Homecoming queen.
Homecoming queen. Well, that's wonderful.
That's reserved for the cheerleader that bangs half the football team.
Yes.
Why are we changing the rules?
Good egg.
Why are we changing the rules here?
Special she truly is.
I feel happy about it too.
Aw.
Sometimes I'm really sad and I start crying.
Tears of joy?
Yeah, tears of joy, yeah.
What do you think, dope?
Tears of joy?
Tears
no,
of joy?
I'm retarded. This sucks.
Right.
Joy?
Yeah, tears of joy, yeah.
Kristen has been a part of the Aledo School District ever since she was in the 3rd grade. And even though she was born with Down syndrome, she's always just been another one of the students.
She likes you whether you're pretty or not pretty, smart, not smart, tall, short, whatever color, whatever background you come from.
Yeah, okay.
She likes you. So I think that
She
kids
is
like that
retarded.
about her.
So it truly has been a special and overwhelming show of friendship that the student body voted Kristen Homecoming Queen 2008.
And when they said her name, it was like a rush of excitement exploding, and it was awesome, and I bawled my eyes out. And it was really
go, girl! I would love to know who lost to the Waterhead.
Yeah, imagine that one. Having to go home and go, I was supposed to be a homecoming queen.
Some chick named Brittany lost to the Waterhead.
She's eating the crown.
Come on. Stop.
That's
nice.
It's a nice feel-good story, but come on.
She didn't sound like profoundly retarded. I mean,
kids all happy.
Although she said, yes, tears and joy.
Yeah.
It was tears of joy, and she was like tears and joy.
She was describing what came out of her face and then what she drank. She was normally a lemon pledge girl. All they had was a joy chaser. But it's nice they gave. It's like it was annoying me until I heard her talk. I'm like,
yeah,
whatever.
I think it's a
personalizes it.
Big moment for her, and we're such dicks. That belongs to the hot chick. Give her nothing.
Yeah. Give that retarded girl nothing.
But it does belong to the hot chick. It's always been that way.
Yeah, the hot chick will give it. You know what? I've changed my tack. The hot chick will never bang anybody. The retarded girl, by the way, they've all had her. Give her the crown.
Why she won?
Let's go to Arizona. Bill, how are you?
Hey, not bad. When I was in high school, our homecoming queen my senior year was this 500-pound behemoth, and I kid you not, they brought her to the dance in a truck. A pickup truck.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why? Do they make her queen as a joke, or do they all like her and just kind of feel bad for her?
I think it was just because everybody felt bad for her for some reason. I never figured out why, but
I imagine they've changed all the rules in school, and obviously it used to be about a really hot girl being homecoming queen, but I'm sure they completely changed their criteria.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
and made it about something else.
It wasn't like that. Have a good day, guys.
All right. Where's Roland? Ha ha! Your dumb Rangers finally lost. Still doing really well to start the season, but
Yeah.
got to rub it
They
in.
lost their big, long winning streak. What was it, 5 games?
Yeah, they're 5-1. So me going ha-ha is not really that impressive, but still.
Yeah.
A Ranger loss always makes us Islander fans happy.
I completely lost track of hockey.
Why?
Over the past, I don't know,
Hockey's great, man.
5 years, I guess.
You should try to get back into it.
Nah.
Don't become an Islander fan this year, though, because it's going to be a shaky year for us. But hockey rules, man.
I wouldn't be an Islander fan. You don't have to really
rules.
worry about that.
I wish I liked hockey. It's not. I don't hate it. I wish I liked it. I never got into it as a kid.
Let me take you guys to a game, and then maybe you get into it again. Anyway,
Is it easy to get Islander Ranger tickets?
I got them.
Islander tickets, easy. Ranger tickets, not so much.
I want to go in the Garden because it's right here in New York. It's the Big Apple.
All right, we can get that done.
I'll wear a hat, half Islanders, half Rangers. Just so everybody's happy.
We have to
People could beat in half your head in the stands at a time.
We have to start being nice to corporate because then they'll give us the nice, box seats, even though they're claiming, that they're broke. Travis,
Can I tell you how easy it is to get Islander tickets?
yeah.
How easy is it?
I just bought second row seats for the Canadians game on November 1st.
Yeah, but that's because you're behind the goal where the Canadians shoot twice. No one buys those seats.
I'm right across from where you sit.
Really?
Oh, so you get a good view of Greg Opie Hughes.
If he's there, I'll be waving all night.
All night.
Dude, I would have gave you my tickets for that game if I had them.
It was a Saturday.
You know what you should do?
If I had them.
Bring little Dexter.
Did you not catch that awful gesture?
Damn it.
Dude, I would have happily given them to you if I had them. But I don't. I'd like credit for the idea. But I don't have any to give you.
Everyone says it's the thought that counts.
I can explain my my statement, but I'll let that just sit there because that's really funny.
Yeah, throw your little doggy Dexter on the ice right at the face-off.
I wouldn't do
so they just like just a slap shot.
Terrible.
No,
He's coming in today.
no, he's not. Oh, that's stupid dog. He's going to do the little butt drag across the carpet. Oh God, why?
It's called scooting.
Scooting. Oh, that's good. Looks like you've drawn friggin' designs on your carpet with a Tootsie Roll.
He doesn't do that.
No.
He's a good boy.
It's horrible.
Hey, can we start a trend?
Kill Dexter?
Well, that'd be nice because you were saying how throw Dexter on the ice. Travis ain't going to do that. Can we start throwing pretzels or something?
Why?
I don't know. And then
That could really get in the way of a skate.
yeah, but then the NHLs can't figure out where this whole pretzel phenomenon came from, and then they have to start talking about our dopey show again.
I'll tell you who would figure it out. The people that would fire us for inciting a riot or something.
How are we inciting a riot? A pretzel's a
you're
pretzel.
able to do that. Throw stuff on the ice.
You're allowed to throw a hat when it's a hat trick. They throw that octopus thing where? Where do they throw the octopus? Detroit.
Is it cold in the D?
It certainly is cold in the day.
You can't do pretzel wars.
No,
I
you
didn't
can't
say
throw
them at the
The
players. How about you just do this?
The Utz family.
You loft a little pretzel over the glass, and no one gets hurt.
The rolled golds are notorious pretzel hurlers, whereas the Utzes tend to drop them gingerly.
Utzes.
Yeah, we're encouraging you to drop them gingerly.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
I'm not going for this throwing pretzels on the ice at hockey games.
I didn't say throw anymore. We're just place them over the glass gingerly.
Unless, of course, what happens is the rolled gold people show up, and they put the pretzels on their nose like glasses.
Like glasses.
Yeah.
How funny is that?
I've been doing it for years.
How about-
It's never not gotten a laugh anywhere.
And how about this?
Yes?
Pretzels with little parachutes so no one gets hurt.
I'm not talking about the impact of it hitting a helmeted head.
Right.
A pretzel. I don't know how much damage a pretzel could do to a helmeted
How about it
head.
floats nicely to the ice? Then no one gets hurt, and we still start this phenomenon. The pretzel phenomenon is going to be called.
Let's have a long meeting about it.
We're not talking about,
hurling pretzels on the ice.
Presenting. Like if I presented you a pretzel, you'd be very happy. If I threw a pretzel on your head, you wouldn't be happy, right?
Look,
There's a difference.
Started out by doing it yourself then.
All right. Next Islander game.
All right.
I'll be pretzel guy.
Sometimes I like to sucker the end of a pretzel and pretend it's a cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun too. But you got to bite the one end off first, turn it around, and then smoke it so you can flick it, and the crumbs are like ashes.
Mm-hmm.
You ever do that? You bite the one end, and then you turn it around, and then you can ash it. It's a lot of fun when you're a kid.
Ant.
Yes?
I can't let the pretzel thing go. I'm back.
You should.
No, but we're going to do this now. Who suggested this? Because it's a great idea. Marshmallows. No one gets hurt. If we get fired because someone gets hurt by a marshmallow, that would be terrific.
It's not hurt. It's just probably illegal to throw things or to suggest that you throw things on the ice.
You got a loophole, though. They throw those hats during the hat trick. We're just throwing marshmallows for a goal.
I would agree with marshmallow hats.
How are you going to make a marshmallow hat?
Very complicated. They sell quickly.
They make pudding hats. Should be able to make marshmallow.
Sure do.
How about we decide one game where everyone throws marshmallows?
I think he's got something. What if we made black marshmallows so they look like little pucks? And that every time a goal was scored, you showered.
Since when they're calling them pucks? Oh, I get it. It's hockey. I forgot where we were for a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Where are we at with marshmallows? You like that idea?
No, I don't like the idea of doing anything that's probably going to get us.
How about cotton balls?
No, I don't think anything could be thrown out on the ice. I don't think we could suggest doing that.
Find out, Stump.
Then people will go, well, it was suggested by this radio show.
All right, so we're telling people not to do that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, right?
No wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
How about this?
Just not do
Anvils. Bring anvils.
Yes, that I would agree with.
Yes.
We hang them up in the catwalks above there.
Yeah.
And then drop them from ridiculous heights onto the hockey players.
Trying to kill coyotes.
What? Yeah, I got
goddamn
Roadrunner joke.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you imagine if you hooked it up and dropped a couple anvils during the hockey game, but then tried to play it off like it was just to be funny?
It was a gag. What?
Yeah.
Just leaving huge craters in the ice.
How about
killed someone?
You killed someone.
It's funny though, right?
It's funny. It's an anvil.
All right, I got it, Ant. How about water balloons with scalding water, boiling water? They break on the ice and make potholes.
Okay, first test filling them at home naked. See how that works out for you. Those third-degree burns.
How funny would that be? We start a trend. We're throwing boiling water balloons.
Like, oh, look, a water balloon fight. This is always...
And then they make potholes on the ice. Just wrecking everyone's good time.
Or you fill them with gas, like in prison, and you break them on someone's head, then your friend behind you throws a match on the person. So they do in jail, I think, with condoms.
All right, so we're
Yeah, one guy walked. You ever see that footage? One guy walks by with a balloon full of gas, breaks it on the guy's head. The guy behind him lights a match and throws it on the guy who's just with a balloon on his head.
Who wants to be in prison?
I don't.
Jesus, is that a horrible place?
Especially since the balloon looks so fun when it's coming at you.
Of course.
Sure it does.
A balloon.
Gas.
All the rapes will be made up for with this balloon play. Ow, I'm burning.
A condom full of gas in prison, though, is safer than what's usually in it, I bet.
Let's go to Marky Mark. Marky Mark from Boston. Do you have the good vibrations or what? See, because...
Good.
Baby, I always got the good vibrations.
All right, what do you got?
Let me tell you what happens when you throw stuff on the ice board.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a younger gent, me and my buddy went to it was a Harvard BU game, I think.
Yeah.
And we're there, and the refs all game, they were always one-sided. So my buddy got mad, had a bottle of Coke, chucked it on the ice, hit the ref. We didn't know, but there's an undercover. Like, who puts an undercover security guard at, like, a hockey game anyways?
Yeah.
This guy jumps my buddy. We get tossed out. We have a little scuffle. Like, the police, everything happens. So I'm not saying don't do it unless you want to get in the scuffle. Oh, it was the best time of my life. So actually, go ahead and do it. It was wicked fun.
All right, Marky. Of course it was fun. You're from Boston. Ryan in New York, how are you? Ryan.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Ryan, go ahead.
Last time I was at Nassau Coliseum with a group of friends, one of them decided to throw a piece of soft pretzel onto the ice from the last row of the Coliseum.
Yeah.
And the refs actually stopped the game and gave the crowd a warning for throwing stuff onto the ice.
How funny would it be? I'm just saying it. I'm not condoning anything. But how funny would it be if a hockey game is stopped and the ref has to make an announcement to stop throwing marshmallows?
I wouldn't say that wouldn't be hysterical. As we sit at home calling Bob, going, "What are our options? What can we do?
Well,
what can we do now?"
The NHL is pushing this. To encourage it.
Yeah, help us again.
Yeah.
All right.
It would hurt on the satellite side, too, because hockey is on, like, serious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we'd be in trouble.
All right.
Just throw rocks at NASCAR. How about that?
No, tax.
Tax?
Yeah.
You a cartoon?
Yes. I'm getting all these ideas from cartoons. Just like a bunch of tax.
Yeah, tax.
They don't really do much damage in real life, do they? Let's try that out today.
Not thumbtacks. I don't think that would hurt.
No. Let's throw
big nails.
Let's throw tax on the LIE today.
How about you don't even go there with saying anything remotely even close to that?
I just love making you nervous.
Well, then you love every day, don't you?
Yes, I do.
It's a wonderful life for you, isn't it?
Yes, it is. All right. Oh, we're just having fun. Relax, everybody. 877-212-0-A. Anthony, I got your you could call me right thing for after the break.
How fast is our staff?
That's very good, right?
You know, E-Rock.
We also have to talk about
Steve.
Joe the Plumber and the debate.
Travis.
We still haven't talked about the debate.
Do they both talk about Joe the Plumber?
We have a Joe the Plumber montage if you stick around.
Montage.
Yeah, we do that. And obviously, don't throw anything on the ice. I gotta calm Anthony down today. I don't want to make
You've turned me into the hole. Thanks.
Oh, guys, the ice should be looked at only.
The ice? No, Opie. Oh, you stop that. They're just playing a game. I'm the Hole. Great. That's my new nickname. Anthony the Hole Cumia. Good. You gave me a nickname. Thank you. Jesus.
I have a hockey suggestion. This will be fun.
Yeah, you got to go on, Jimmy.
It involves ice.
Okay.
Here's what you do. You bring a little block of dry ice. You pull down your pants, and you stick it to your testicles. And then you turn around to the crowd, and you go, look at the ice! And you put your hands up. Huh? How's that? This way nothing gets thrown, and you've got dry ice on your testicles.
And only one person gets really hurt.
Yeah.
You.
It's you.
How about you're the douche that brings a pillowcase filled with salt to the hockey game?
Oh,
and just when everyone's having a really good time, you walk up to the ice and just do the whoosh. Throw it on the ice.
Throw it out there, big rock salt.
And just watch everyone cross their arms as they're taking you out of the arena.
That's great.
Stopping everyone's fun as the ice melts
down until you see like basketball court wood.
Right.
By the way, how does the wood not rot from the water?
Oh, silly
Jimmy!
I have no idea.
No, they put
they first of all they pull up the wood floor,
or sometimes they lay, or sometimes they lay the ice the thing that's under the ice.
The thing,
whatever the other wood.
Yeah,
or whatever
plywood or something.
Whatever it's made out of. I don't think it's made out of wood.
Yeah.
All right, we're babbling. 877-212-0-A.
I've been since 6 o'clock.
How do they make the ice? Do they make the whole room that cold?
I don't know, Jimmy.
Jimmy, there is a thing that runs through or underneath the water that cools it.
Oh,
like that. It's all in the floor. Very technologically advanced.
Just before the hockey games, they turn up the AC.
They turn it up and actually make the entire place about 30 degrees.
They really do. You feel a temperature change right before the game starts. And I always thought the ice was a lot thicker than it is.
How thin is it?
I always thought
1 millimeter.
Dude, I'm thinking it's like a foot thick.
It's not even close. No. Inches, my friend.
Really?
Inches. Look that up.
Skating on thin ice, my friend. That's
inches. I would guess no more than 6. I would bet it's less than 6 inches. As a kid, I thought it was like there's a possibility that someone could fall through. That's how dumb I was.
Fall through the ice and into water.
During a hockey game, yeah.
Okay.
I want to ice fish during a hockey game.
Oh, what do you got? What do you got?
Danny?
Says here that the official NHL page says that the ice on a hockey rink is approximately 3/4 of an inch thick.
That's it?
Yep. Thicker the ice, the softer and slower the ice becomes for skaters.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I learned something new today.
Probably because of the way they freeze it underneath, the coldness wouldn't be able to get up to the top layer of ice, and it would make it slushy.
Why would you be able to come to that conclusion, which is brilliant?
I'm just
so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why? That's all I could come up with. Why?
I'd like to know why we can't make our own rinks at home. We tried many times growing up when we used to have winters. Remember back then when we used to have winters? We don't have them anymore.
Dad bought us one of those once. It's like a little pool that's only 4 inches high, and you fill it with water, and it's supposed to freeze, and it never froze right. It was uneven.
There was always it
was horrible.
A lump of ice over here, and the grass was still happening over here.
Yeah.
We tried to figure it out. We tried to level it out and all that crap.
Never worked.
Nope. All right. Will you hit that break? We're just babbling. How's everybody today? Doing good?
Pretty good.
Nice. Time to feel old. We like doing this.
Uh-oh.
What's this all about, Ant? Kind of a, what?
Oh, I don't know. It's one of these things where Opie always brings up things that happened in the past, and you don't realize how much time has flown by.
Just showing you that your life is like...
It seems like just yesterday some of these things happened, and then you realize they were many years ago.
Million Man March. We all remember that?
Yeah.
Now play along at home.
Mm-hmm.
How many years do you think that was?
Don't do any math. Just off the top of your head, real quick, think of a number of years you think it was.
Yeah.
I thought about 8. I said like 8 years.
What are they saying on Pal Talk? What are some of the years popping up?
They're not really popping up because I forgot to put the volume on.
Oh, okay, fine.
There we go.
Yeah, I would have guessed about 8 years. 8, 9, maybe.
Yeah.
It was
36 years today.
It was 13 years ago today that the Pumpsy Greens of the world,
Pumpsy was there.
Did the Million Man March. 13 years. Seems like yesterday, no?
Certainly does.
Here's another one.
13 years.
Remember when we all used to lust over Suzanne Summers? This is for the older demos listening right now.
Never lusted over Suzanne Summers.
A little lusting for Suzanne Summers, no? More of a Farrah Fawcett guy?
Nope.
How about Audra Lindley?
Yeah, now you're talking.
Was it Audrey?
I think it was Audra. Yeah.
Was she the one with the twin?
No, she was Mrs. Roper, who always wanted some hog.
Oh.
Stanley would never give it to her.
She was a size queen.
Dude, what a funny couple they were. All she wanted was Stanley to plow her. And he wanted no part of it.
No ass. Nothing.
Wasn't Stanley the one that prepped the bull?
Oh, he might have been a cuckold.
I bet you Stanley was a cucky.
You think he prepped the bull for...
Yeah, he probably was. I bet you that's how he met Mr. Furley.
Yeah.
Mr. Furley, as goofy as he was,
was
actually a slender bull.
Oh, right. Okay.
And
he would be a slender bull? Nice.
Yeah. He was always, big word counts.
Slender bull.
They called him Mr. Big Word Counts Furley. And then Larry would come in, just awful.
Larry
Klein.
probably serviced Mrs. Roper.
Yeah.
I would think.
Oh, yeah, for free rent.
Yeah. Yep. She'd be up rents too, Larry. Play some bad 70s disco music as he just gives her the hog she so wanted and wouldn't get out of the hubby.
They all used to wear those, like, scarves and stuff, too.
A lot of scarves.
The hell was that?
She wore a muumuu. She did. She wore this big... She was no looker.
And then, Jack would clumsily fall behind the couch one too many times.
Oh, jeez.
Not too awkward when his son comes in here tomorrow.
Yeah, great. I don't know what happened there.
I think his son's coming in tomorrow.
Who?
Mr. Ritter's son. Yeah. He's going to be in the Big W movie. Oh. That's getting, like, rave reviews.
Is it?
Sure is. I think we got another guy from the movie coming in today.
Oh, is that who, that Rob Corddry?
Yeah, he's coming in. He's
Corddry, okay.
Who does he play in the movie?
I think he plays a press secretary.
Press secretary? Why don't we get the guy that's playing George W.?
Josh Brolin?
No respect.
That's Josh Brolin.
No respect for the Opie and Anthony show. We get some kind of press guy?
Well, Corddry's good. He's a local guy.
Cancel him. I don't want to talk to him. We want the big stars in these movies.
It's a very pro-Bush movie. It's odd.
Yeah. Anyway, Suzanne Summers.
Yeah, nah.
Ant didn't, but there's people out there that used to lust after Suzanne Summers. Your life is flying by you, my friends. She is 62 years old today. Suzanne Summers is 62 now.
62.
62 years young.
Happened.
Some of them were probably, I guess she was in her 30s. But a lot of them, I think we probably didn't know how old they were at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching last night, because I slept too much during the day again. I was watching Grease.
Ooh.
It's a terrible movie.
Of course it is.
But I got to say that the music, it was good. Like, I wanted to hate the music. But I actually was, like, looking forward to...
Stranded at the drive-in. Branded a fool.
Ooh, I didn't get that far. Oof. Ooh.
Shut up. He was stranded at the drive-in. He was branded a fool. What is he going to say to everyone Monday at school.
Too bad he wasn't stranded in a 727 with a wig rack and a bunch of gentleman friends.
He's got one wig he calls Grease Lightning. It's all slicked back.
Bunch of, like Pesci and JFK's and all those mannequin heads. Yeah. I got a big secret. I've had it for years. And it's an awful movie. But the music, I did like the music. I can't, even now, all these years later, I was like, God damn it, I like Grease Lightning. I didn't want to like it.
You like
the
that?
dancing is so
You like the song Grease Lightning?
So bad.
I know. Believe me.
Is it a guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Jimmy's guilty pleasure.
I mean, it's like, it's a toe tap. All of it's a toe. You can't, like, watch Grease. The music's
What's he
alright.
dancing with the cellophane for?
I don't know.
What was he doing?
I don't know.
Stop it.
You know what, he should have been rapping with that, considering his lifestyle. But it's just... It opens up and they're all so wacky and having so much. Were the 50s that nerdy? Hey, Zuko! Was it like that much fun in the 50s?
Yeah, everything was a fun little wacky kind of doing Three Stooges things and hitting each other and going to the diner. And,
they're all waving, having fun.
Waving and dancing and joking.
Going into drive-ins.
Oh, that. Hosing down the...
Oh, well, of course.
Oh, well.
Poor Pumpsy.
No.
Poor Pumpsy.
Just not a good movie.
No.
Oh.
That's a good tune.
This is at the end.
Yeah.
This is when
is this the closing
Sandy
number?
Comes out in her black leather little suit and gets on the Shake Shack. And
which turns out it was Michael J. Fox's mattress. Why? Why, Jim? Apologize. Myself.
And he's just can't believe how she looks.
Well, he was wearing a sweater that said R.
Yes, because he was trying to be more like her, and she was trying to be like him. Well, she's more like him now. But it just goes to show you. Just why it doesn't end with us. We're awful, despicable people.
She wanted to be more like him, so that was why she dressed like a gentleman. Oh, boo! Oh, boo! Okay, joke.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie. Like the songs were good. The movie itself was horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why people went for the music. And if you recall, back when that movie came out, when the hell was that? 77, 78, something like that. It was the only music that was on any of those hit radio stations back then. Wow, look, Stumpbrain's like, oh goddamn yes. Like what? Z100 even or PLJ or something? PLJ it was, right. Okay, PLJ back then here in New York was just every 2 seconds. Here's another one from Grease. They must have loved it because there were a bunch of like hits from that movie, and they were able to just play them all.
All right. You could call me Ray.
Or you could call me Jay.
Why?
Or you can call me Ray J. Or
why were we talking about this today?
I don't know.
Because
we have a whole new
stinks.
audience now, so we got to kind of bring them up to speed. Yeah, yes, Stumpbrain.
You guys were talking about nicknames and the fact that Ant didn't have one, and
I said,
somehow
why
we
not?
got into late for dinner.
And it was because of the Devil Rays becoming just the Rays.
Yeah.
And then I started doing that, and people said, "What are you doing?"
Right.
And I had to explain that this unfunny hack. Back in the I don't even know when he started, but I remember as a kid in the 70s,
early 80s,
watching like Laugh-In or the dumb variety shows back then. Captain and Tennille.
He was the Ray guy.
He would just come out and do this, and it was this is all he did.
He parlayed it into a commercial, a hit song, and according to Anthony, this is all he did.
Bush Natural Light. Just say natural.
You see, you doesn't have to call it Anheuser-Busch Natural Light, and you doesn't have to call it Anheuser Natural, and you doesn't have to call it Bush Natural. Just say natural.
Johnson's right.
Oh, you can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you can...
For a great tasting light beer, just say natural.
But you doesn't have to call me Johnson.
2 naturals, please. Please don't ask him his name.
Name? You can call me Ray, or you can...
And that's the commercial. So at the beginning, it was, he was talking about beer.
Yeah.
But But his act was just, you could call me Ray, you could call me Jay.
Or you can call it something. Would he do that for other things?
No, it was just usually Ray, Jay, Johnny, Johnson.
It was... No, it's sad.
Horrible.
Danny just found a YouTube video of that guy.
Yeah.
It looks like a very current video, and he's still doing the same thing. He's all about the "you could call me" for his entire life.
Is he still gigging? I would love if
Raymond J. Johnson Jr.
gigging somewhere.
Well, then, I mean...
Looks like Bella outside his house in
no kidding.
Ed Wood.
Look, there he is currently doing the exact same bit. Is that what's going on?
He looks a little older. I think he's dyeing his famous Ray J. Jimmy Johnson mustache or whatever it is.
You could call me Ray.
You can call me Ray. He's got cancer of the throat from that cigar he's holding. You can call me Johnny.
You could call me Jay.
Just don't call me for a swim in the pool.
Well, Hollywood thought he was so terrific they made a hit song.
They didn't.
Just a taste.
This tells you when it's from. Disco.
Call me Jay, but you doesn't have to call me Justin. You can call me RJ, or you can call me JJ, but you doesn't have to call me Justin. You can call me Ray.
I gotta leave. I gotta leave the room.
Hold on, he's coming back.
I can't take this. It's hurting me. I feel pain.
Call me Judy.
I'm feeling pain. Dancing Ray. Dancing Johnson. I'll give you a Dancing Johnson.
And let the boogie master get out on the floor.
Please more. Please more.
That's all we got.
Please more.
Get the whole song. It's 1979, Dancing Johnson. Yes, D-Rock.
That song's over 4 minutes.
Please.
Holy God, no.
And it took over a minute before it even got to that part.
But how about just the lyric?
Dancing, Dude, I can't.
That's why.
Look.
It's horrific.
I swear to you, I have goosebumps on me out of sheer embarrassment.
But what did he say at the end? Let me get out on the dance floor.
Don't repeat anything.
Why? He was getting on the dance floor because he was going to boogie too.
Jimmy, please don't do this.
Oh, it's good, Aunt.
It's so embarrassing. Why am I all flushed?
Because he was going
you
to...
don't understand good music.
I can't.
What's the last line? Get
so
me the
embarrassing.
dance master on the dance floor.
I can't.
What's wrong with it?
I want to hear the last line
Because
again.
it's so embarrassing.
I think that's what he said at the end. Dancing. It's fun.
Shut up.
I've turned the corner on this song.
Yeah, turn the corner.
It is fun. It's not hurting anyone, Aunt.
It's hurting.
No, it's
I
not.
feel physical pain. Oh,
Call
no.
me Judy.
Jimmy's dancing. Jimmy's dancing.
Yeah, somebody hold my cigar and let the boogie master get out on the floor.
The Boogie Master.
Get on the floor.
On the floor.
Did he get out on the floor and start dancing?
One can only hope.
Oh,
And he grabbed his chest and fell to the dance floor.
I so get Anthony's. It's like there's this weird.
What is that?
Reaction when. Probably codependency, because I have it. There's this weird reaction when people try to be funny or make a fool out of themselves.
Yeah.
Where I will cringe for them. It's like,
I don't want to acknowledge anyone else is around watching because then we have to acknowledge that person is really douchey. And I don't want to do that.
It's like you're seeing a person naked and exposed.
Yeah.
There's something exposing about certain moments like that. Like they're trying to be, he's really trying to be a funny guy.
Yeah, and you kind of think after it like he's in a studio doing that. And people are going, yeah, no, that was good. That was a good take on that.
At that point, you just got to point and laugh at the guy. Makes everything
No,
good.
no, I don't even want to point and laugh. I'm either embarrassed or I want to shoot him in the head. Like there's no middle ground of pointing, laughing. I don't want to see him or I want him dead. That's pretty much it.
A terrible embarrassment for other people. I don't know exactly what that is. I think it has something to do with putting yourself in their place.
Yeah,
feeling like he doesn't know how everybody is looking at him right now.
Yeah.
There's this weird terror, like, it goes, do people look at me that way? I don't know exactly what it is, but it's really, really weird.
I used to get these weird little fantasies in my head of embarrassing the hell out of myself I'd be dragged to my sister's stupid ballet recitals and stuff when she was in ballet as a little kid. And I would sit there, and I was only, 9 years old, and I would think, what would it be like if I ran up on stage and started clumsily doing what they're doing, and people would just be looking at me like, oh my God, what is wrong with him? And I would get the feeling like I was doing that. I would get a physical, weird, embarrassed feeling.
Well, you actually feel your body moving forward. Maybe you're not doing it physically, but inside you actually feel like...
Not so much to do it, but you'd get this physical reaction as if you were doing it.
You'd feel the embarrassment
that it would be. It would just be this total embarrassment. Yeah.
God, yes.
What the hell is that, Jimmy?
I don't know. It's this weird thing of thinking, for me, it would be at my grandmother's house, and I would think, what would happen if I said at my grandmother's house, pass the salt, you see?
Holy Jesus.
Profanity.
Same thing I did at Christmas once. I was sitting there, and my grandmother came up, and she put down, some Christmassy colored M&Ms. And I just thought I could just blurt out, hey, thanks, C. And the family would just be like, what the hell is he doing?
Maybe we're actually cousins and our grandmother's just a C. But I think I get that in adulthood now at age 40.
I still do that.
What did happen recently? There was a birthday cake or something. Or it was my aunt's wedding recently.
Oh, no.
What would happen if I just took my fist and went for a big laugh and plowed my fist into it and no one laughed?
The cake or the bride?
Why is he putting on that elbow-high glove? If I knocked the cake over, or when they came in and sang happy birthday to me, how awkward a moment would it have been? The embarrassment I would have felt if I knocked the cake and a couple of the awkward
They would be
smiles,
compelled, you know what? They would be compelled to laugh because, oh, look, Jimmy's just being Jimmy. But really inside they'd be going, God, what a dopey move. Why would he do that? That's not funny.
It's I would think that.
I'm embarrassed for you now thinking that.
Because I'd be like, look, guys, and then nobody would laugh or they would politely titter ha, 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 ha.
And then maybe someone would pull you aside later and go, they put in for that cake and everything. And what? I'm just being... I gotta shake this off.
I've gotten that my whole
life. Shake this off.
I wish someone would tell me what that is.
I think everyone has that.
That is really odd. I do that all the time, though. I would do that in church at weddings and stuff like that. I would think if you got up and just started the echoey church and just started reciting satanic words from some friggin' devil worship book.
One of our LA trips.
Horrible.
What would they do?
One of our LA trips, we went and saw Bill Maher when he was still doing it on, I think, Comedy Central. And we were sitting, I believe, in the second row or something, and I was getting the feeling that I wanted to just get up, run, and tackle Bill Maher. For real.
Oh yeah, those things where it's I could do it, but I can physically do this.
But I really wanted to do that. Not to bring harm or anything. I just had this overwhelming feeling of just charging the stage and just taking him down.
The thing is, and I think it is like all those things we've been talking about, you have the physical capability to do it. You have legs to get up, you have hands to smash the cake or whatever it is, but there's some bit of sanity that keeps you from doing it, but your imagination can actually put you in that position to where you get that feeling of what it would be like if you had done it.
But that sanity is very fragile in your mind. You're like, oh my God, I can't do this.
Me and my brother started laughing our asses off in church one day it was a goddamn funeral or something. It wasn't somebody really close, but it's a funeral for F's sake, And my brother, he was probably stoned at the time. He goes, could you imagine if because it was big crucifix, Jesus on it, of course, and if the crucifix kind of went down on an angle and shot Jesus off it like a crossbow. And I couldn't stop laughing.
That's very funny.
And it's a funeral. And my head is down. And I assume people probably thought I was crying or something, but that would have been odd because I didn't really know the person that well, and I'm kind of in the back of the church, and it was just a weird situation. My brother's all stoned, just laughing.
Hey, we got someone that's going to explain. She's a regular to the show.
Oh, it's Lydia.
I was actually thinking Lydia.
Our shrink.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Lydia.
By the way, Lydia, before you go, before you do, this is something that actually did happen to me, and it was humiliating.
Yeah.
I was in the movie theaters with a bunch of my friends when watching Revenge of the Nerds, and I tried to be a funny guy in the movie theater, and I yelled out a couple of things, and nobody laughed. And my friend Bill D'Angelo was so embarrassed by me. It was a terribly delivered joke. There was a massage scene. This guy was putting liquid in someone's back. Let's just say, think of an embarrassing liquid from a guy that you wouldn't want on your back.
Right.
Let's just call it Joy. It's not Joy, but let's say for the sake of treasure, it was Joy.
Sure.
Real quiet, the massage is happening, and I yelled, "That's Joy he's rubbing in your back." But the mail, it got a 0.
And where was this?
In a movie theater watching Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, okay.
And my friend Bill just went, he sunk down, he went, "Shut up, Jim."
I yelled something out in the Bayshore Porno Theater. It was after...
What, ouch? What's that kid yelling?
Where's my daddy?
It was, this woman had just gotten done servicing a gentleman and doing a very good job of it to completion. And then she kind of cleaned herself off as if she had just had some sloppy piscetti or something. And the theater was pretty quiet at the time. And I just yelled out, "Yeah, but can she cook?"
What did it get?
Zilcho.
That is funny, though.
I thought it would be, funny, but no one in there cares about funny.
I think it's a good line. Yeah, exactly. It's a good line.
Great line, goddammit.
But your audience was not into hearing jokes at that moment. Lydia, what do you got? Because we got to go to break here. And by the way, I was joking about Rob Corddry from The Daily Show. I was just messing with the people out there. Relax. A lot of Rob Corddry fans very excited that he's going to be on our show in a half hour or so. Go ahead, Lydia.
No, I didn't say it. It's George Burns.
Yeah. What you guys are talking about is a mild form of obsessive compulsive disorder. We all have a little bit of it, but you're talking about compulsions, things that you feel like you have to do and you have to sort of fight against the urge.
No, I know what you're saying, Lydia, but my thing is, why? Okay, like, forget the examples we gave. Why is it that when somebody else, like when we hear that song, where we have no compulsion to do anything, we feel the embarrassment for that guy?
I think that's just regular empathy, not obsessive compulsive disorder.
Empathy.
We've all been in the situation where it feels like we have a rock in our stomach because we shouted out something stupid or did something like that.
I guess it's the same way you could feel sorry for somebody. If you see something, you kind of feel like you feel bad. Not in an embarrassing way.
Right.
Like you see somebody that's, a little less fortunate, a little child in a wheelchair or something. You just kind of feel. And then you push him down the stairs and feel that weird, embarrassing feeling again.
No one laughs.
All right, Lydia, we got to take a break.
Thanks, Shrinky Dink.
Yeah, we're going to finally get into some debate stuff. I think a lot of people saw the debate last night. We'll give you some observations next. Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony program. Young Opie is swinging a beverage, and Anthony's eating a watermelon. My Biglia is here. He's going to hang with us. And well, how do you say it? It's Rob Corddry. How do you say his name?
Corddry.
Corddry. Okay. I know who he is. I just don't know about saying that. We'll be in. I think at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And
when are we supposed to eat?
I don't know.
Trying to shove some egg whites and vegetables down my throat. We never really break. Because when we say we're breaking, then we do live commercials for half the time.
Yeah.
877-212-0-N-A. We want to get right into the debate thing. You see the debate last night, Mikey?
I saw some clips afterwards. I taped Conan last night for Friday, so I was there.
Oh, look at you. Nice.
Yeah, it was good. I actually had a weird thing. I'll tell you about it later. I know we're going to do the debate thing, but you know that sleepwalking story I have about Edward Norton, that I'm in the movie Fight Club?
Yeah.
See that? I got to tell that story with Edward Norton on the couch with me.
During Conan?
Conan, yeah. And it was really cool.
What did he say about it?
Well, it was actually awkward because sometimes you don't
it's like, wow, that was really cool. This is awkward.
He's a really nice guy. We just had him on the show yesterday, and he's hard to read.
Yeah, he was. It was tricky because you don't realize sometimes, because you tell a joke about people who are celebrities,
You don't realize sometimes that it's actually a little offensive to the celebrity in some of the wording. You don't realize like the subtlety of it. Like I started the story by saying I fell asleep watching the movie Fight Club, and I didn't know that was a joke unto itself.
That's
and then
kind of
people laughed, and that was just the true part of the story. Not because I disrespect the movie. I'd seen it probably 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
and
you were tired.
It was like a lullaby. It was a combative lullaby.
It's not like one of those movies that anyone says, "Oh God, that's so boring," and then you said you fell asleep. Like people don't fall asleep during that movie.
Yeah, and he goes, yeah, that's a lot of people fall asleep during Fight Club. That's what he said. And then I was like, and then I didn't even...
it messes up the whole reason why you're bringing up falling asleep to Fight Club.
But then...
He has no idea where you're going with this.
This is how oblivious I am, because I have certain blind spots where I didn't even get the joke that he was saying, because I didn't even imagine that you could fall asleep to it in like it's not a good movie kind of way. And so I earnestly looked at him on the couch and I go, oh, is that common? Thinking
that he wasn't joking.
Thinking that he wasn't joking, that it was like a real phenomenon where people fall asleep and have sleepwalking incidents with the movie Fight Club, and it was just complete misfire. But Conan, fortunately, is like a steamroller where he just like keeps going, and then we didn't dwell on it that long.
Good thing Conan was there.
Yeah, no kidding. The debate.
Yes.
Want to jump right into this. First of all, an observation. John McCain, he starts every debate talking about...
I'm sorry, Ope, there's a giant insect on Fox.
Wow.
So it's Ed McMahon. Holy Christ. What happened to Ed?
Time got him?
Oh my God.
It's got to be
He
in
looks
his
like a Ren and
mid-80s.
Stimpy character.
Why can't we get Ed McMahon on?
We could have been at a funeral home.
I'd say part of the reason is the insect comment made moments ago.
Oh, yeah. We forget sometimes that people listen to this.
Like, what the hell happened?
He's just an old guy.
You remember, though.
Glasses
It's
are
like...
horrible. There's lips.
Oh. Hey-oh.
What happens to old people? It looks like they have a really hard time hydrating.
Just
keeping hydrated.
Yeah, he's like a bloodhound. You can just pull the top of his head.
I like the celebrities who just leave the public entirely when they get too old. They're like, no, I'm too old. I'm out.
Carson did.
Carson was just like, no, I'm not going to go in public.
Just drank and banged his young wife. Good for him.
That was it.
They had a tough time getting a picture of him in public.
And then when
got
they
fat, I think.
did, he got
They got
really
a few.
fat.
They got a couple, but he disappeared. How old is 85? Very good, stunt brain. Okay, McCain. So McCain starts every debate talking about who's sick in the hospital.
Yeah.
What is he going for there? A little sympathy, you think?
No, I think it's like, look at me, I'm a good guy. I care about my friends. My friends.
Kind of seems a bit calculated. This is what he said the first debate.
Senator McCain, 2 minutes. Well, thank you, Jim, and thanks to everybody. And I do have a sad note tonight. Senator Kennedy is in the hospital. He's a dear and beloved friend to all of us. Our thoughts and prayers go out.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and
prayers.
Turned out it was like no big deal, the hospital visit in this case. I know he's going through hell, but...
That one. The next one was a Lulu.
Yeah. And then last night...
Well, let me say, Bob, thank you, and thanks to Hofstra. And by the way, our beloved Nancy Reagan is in the hospital tonight, so our thoughts and prayers are going
that's the same line.
It's so calculated.
You're right. Thoughts and prayers.
Like, what is he going for there? Obama was kind of like smiling, like, oh, jeez.
Beloved Brady father Robert Reed, thoughts and prayers in the hospital.
Before I start the debate,
I want to see an atheist president someday. I think that's going to be a huge breakthrough.
Where it's nothing about God in anything.
Because
praying.
A lot of these guys are atheists. Come on, and it's just I want someone to come out and be like, look, the bad news is there's no God. The good news is we're going to work on beefing up FEMA. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to work on issues.
You know, you make a good point, because Religulous, that Bill Maher movie, they claim that a lot of the founding fathers didn't believe in God. So for us to do the whole God thing now with government is a bit strange.
You put a lot of that God stuff in there, though.
Get some of the quotes from the past presidents talking about religion and God. A bunch of them did not believe believe in the higher power.
I wonder if they put the God stuff in there just to get the people roped in. I mean, maybe that's the way they figure that's what the people want, so
Yeah.
make it look like God wants it.
Well,
yeah, I think they probably think people want a leader that has some kind of faith like that.
Well, that wants to behave here because he's got, like, hope after.
Right, yeah. You know something? That's a good point. You'd probably want somebody that you think believes in a higher power and some kind of afterlife in heaven. So that way they're not just, hey, screw this, I'm going to do what I want. I don't care. Nuke the whole planet. This is the end anyway.
Yeah, that's why people listen to you guys.
Why?
Yeah.
They're like, well, things are very grim, so...
Yeah, they don't care about the future.
Why don't we listen to really caustic people
Yeah.
shouting at each other?
Wow, suddenly I feel like Edward Norton on that couch.
Yeah.
No, it's common. We yell.
Yeah.
Unlike yourself, we thought Fight Club was a brilliant movie. So
Snooze fest, eh?
I'm just still amazed that we managed to shoehorn a Robert Reed joke.
Well, it was getting late, Jimmy. It was getting a little late.
You got to get one in every day. Stephen S. from Bayshore going backwards. Oh, just offer to pay 1 month of McMahon's mortgage, and he'll come right in.
Yeah. He was having a little trouble paying his mortgage.
What did you think of the debate last night? Anyone?
Well, I think Senator Obama is a much better speaker. He's a much better public speaker. He's very, very sharp.
Very smooth.
Very, very smooth.
Likeable.
He has a demeanor about him that doesn't seem... I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's agitated, even when you know he is. He kind of puts that little grin on sometimes. But I didn't like the substance of what he's saying. So he's a better speaker. He's better at debating than McCain is. McCain kind of seems a little disjointed at times. When he is focused, McCain, I think he makes good points, but he's not the better speaker. Now that could sway people, but I think you should pay attention to what they're saying more so than how they're saying it. I know that didn't work for old Tricky Dick back with him and Kennedy. It was a matter of, he looked like crap. Kennedy looked like the nice, young, smooth go-getter.
He was sweating his ass off
in
front of Kennedy.
I got me some. I need some swab my head. Where's my Jew, Kissinger? Bring me a rag for my head.
And then, Kennedy's just nice and suave. I think that's what we're dealing with here. But I don't know. I think McCain came off sounding better with what he had to say. Obama didn't seem to have a lot of answers for a lot of McCain's questions. And McCain's questions to Obama were what a lot of people are wondering. How is this getting done? Where's this coming from? All right, you said this, but you did this. Here was your voting record. And he really wasn't able to kind of think on his feet, and he had a smooth way out of all that crap. Yeah. Tell you that.
He looked unflappable.
Yeah, unflappable. That's a good way to put it.
He was bobbing and weaving through that. Through that.
McCain had good points, but he's not as good a speaker. He doesn't come off looking as smooth. He looks old because he is old, but
I'm happy to know that I'm his friend, though.
My friends,
I like that.
My friends, we don't want a friend, McCain. It's not a friend. I'm looking for a president here, not a pal.
My friends,
not a buddy.
I'm good on friends.
Let me tell you, my friends.
Yeah,
friend.
It's funny. It's all how you look at it, because I'm leaning toward Obama. So I watched about an hour of the debate. I'm like, wow, he kicked his ass. And then I wake up this morning, and it's pretty much everyone is saying McCain won the debate. And I honestly thought in my dumb brain that he won the debate.
No, that's what a lot of the polls said.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of polls said that Obama won.
But
I thought
it depends on where you go. Go to Drudge.
Drudge says McCain killed him.
Because look who goes to Drudge. If you went to Fox News,
Fox News said that Obama won last night.
But you got a lot of the talking heads on there that were a little Republican leaning, I would say.
Yeah.
And then the talking heads on CNN were a little more left leaning. So it does depend on where you go. I heard from Romney. Romney, he was talking about it and saying McCain just blew him away. It was amazing what he did. And then right after Romney, Hillary Clinton comes on. And she's like, oh, my God, it was so obvious how Obama just, like, blew him out of the water. So, yeah.
But she was winking the whole time as she said that.
Yeah. I don't like him, and it should have been me.
Right.
Well, I didn't like the way Hillary said it. She's like, well, the you-know-what beat John. That was just uncalled for. That wasn't very polite.
I don't really think she wants him to win.
No. Hey, it was all about Joe the Plumber. We got the Joe the Plumber montage from last night's debate.
They were all talking about Joe the Plumber, this guy in Ohio that kind of talked to Obama and asked him about this tax thing.
Do you have the original clip? I've never actually heard it.
Do we have that?
You want the original clip?
I've never heard it.
It would be good to hear the original clip.
You ask, you will receive, my friend.
Put it in context.
I'm getting ready to buy a company that makes about $250,000, $270,000, $80,000 a year. Your new tax plan is going to tax me more, isn't it? I'm getting taxed more and more.
Well,
fulfilling the American dream.
It's not that I want to punish your success. I just want to make sure that everybody who is behind you, that they've got a chance at success too. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody.
That right there is socialism. Yeah. There's no denying that. There's no talking your way out of that. There's no making an excuse that I meant this when I said that. He just described socialism. You get a guy that's talking about building up a company that's going to make more money than Obama wants you to make without having to spread it around like he says. And Obama's answer is the guy behind you, he needs a chance on your back? No. He's got the same chance that the plumber had. Well, it's socialism.
Well, the flip side of that is that, you're talking about regulation versus non-regulation. That's how, the lack of regulation is how we ended up in the financial crisis.
No, I know the financial crisis we're in, which I think is a big sham anyway, on behalf of the Wall Street. Sham? Because the big heavy hitters on Wall Street are playing the crap out of everybody right now. That's why it goes up. Why do you think it goes up 1,000 points one day and down 700 points the next day? What happened in one day to the economy? That one day it's the biggest gain ever in the history, and then the other it's the biggest loss ever in history. It's volatile because these guys are going, they can make money whether the market goes up or down, and they are milking the poor slob that's watching it like a casino wheel and thinking he could jump in and make some money. This will come out. Believe me. It has nothing to do. The banks are taken care of. The Fed, made sure that's taken care of. Fuel prices are down the lowest they've been in quite a while. So people are going to start spending more money. The reports on spending that are coming out now are based on what happened like a month or 2 months ago, sometimes 6 months ago, when fuel prices were crazy and people weren't going out. They weren't spending money. I think they are a lot more now. Like I said, I took a little walk around the city last night. I went to the Apple store, and it was packed. You couldn't even get online. It was ridiculous. And people are spending money. The problem with Wall Street is no one's onto them yet. These swings, these huge swings in either direction are making people rich. Really rich, and they're taking the money from the people that are jumping in, thinking they're going to make a few bucks. But the whole thing with Obama and the tax thing is him saying spread it around so the guy behind you has a chance. The guy behind me has the same chance I had, and if he uses the system and gets a lot of luck and stuff, because the system, and I've said this 1,000 times, this country isn't based on the fact that everyone makes it, that everyone is entitled to a living. There are people that live in boxes on the streets, and there are people that live in mansions. That's what this country is. Don't hate it because that's what it is. It's what it's been based on. It's a capitalist country. It's based on a lot of things: talent, luck, your family. If they had money, it's just the way it is. It's not a socialist country, and it shouldn't be. That's all I'm saying. I'm taxed enough. I want it to go to roads. I want it to go to things I use. I don't want it to go to some guy that someone feels should, get a little boost. Thank you.
But he's saying tax breaks for 95% of us.
Yeah, well,
keep saying that.
The top five are the one that supply the most tax money, by the way, for this country. And 35% of Americans don't even pay taxes. 35% don't even pay taxes.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do we be one of those
Must
guys?
be nice. Well, Obama will show you exactly who those people are. Because he's going to be doling out your money to them.
All right, here we go. Drudge. McCain won the debate 65-35. AOL. McCain lost to Obama, barely. CBS News. Obama kicked McCain's ass 84% to 13.
Jesus.
CNN had it in Obama 58% there, Stump Brain?
Obama was up in most of the polls that I saw.
Well, like I said, people see it. They see a smooth speaker, smooth talker, don't really look into the substance of what he's saying, and he wins, That's what it is. I'm just having a commemorative breakfast for him.
Keep quiet.
So socialism is a slippery. I think socialism is a slippery slope argument, though. I mean, that's an extreme. I mean, government has to have a place of some kind.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a place for government in a capitalist nation. That's what they're there for.
But
when I pay my taxes,
can't be more powerful than the government.
There
needs to be give and take.
It's been an illusion for a while. The thing is, companies pay taxes too. Are there companies out there that are run by criminals? Hell yes, probably too many. But taxing the crap out of all these guys is just going to make them lay people off. It's going to make. How is giving somebody my money or Joe the plumber's money going to help build this economy?
Incidentally, Joe the plumber, did you see a photo of him?
He
looks a little bit like Rob Corddry, who's coming in a few minutes.
Rob is going to be playing Joe the plumber in the Joe the plumber movie.
He looks like a character Rob would play. Actually,
you're right.
Some prosthetics on his face.
You're absolutely right.
That would be his part.
Doesn't McCain lean toward what Obama's trying to do too, like take care of more people than have been taken care of in the past
through cuts, through
right. But it seems
budget cuts. I think McCain, from what I've heard from him, McCain wants to do a lot more by cutting out spending.
Right.
Spending in this country is retarded.
Out of hand.
It's ridiculous. And to do it that way and reallocate the money, I'm fine by that.
Mm-hmm.
Not doling out money to people. And when Obama, and by the way, I'd like to bring this up too. When Obama mentions the middle class, he's not talking about the middle class. He's talking about the lower class. The middle class is going to get effed too. Believe me, they're getting effed. Because middle class in this country is a mother and father working, both of them, to try to pay for their house and everything else, and probably skating over that line where they're going to be taxed as the rich.
Mm-hmm.
He calls it the middle class. I've never heard him mention the lower class because he just means the lower class when he says middle class. That's where your tax money is going to go. And believe me, giving money to what in this country is the lower class does not help the economy. It doesn't help the economy. Tax cuts for companies? Sorry. It doesn't all go to some fat cat with cigars and gold watches. It goes to employees that now don't have to be laid off and be unemployed because they've been taxed to death. The company's been taxed to death. They're not going to just sit there and go, oh, well, we're going to lose money this year because we're taxed. No, they're going to go, you. Goodbye.
Well, that does it. I got to vote for McCain now.
Thank you.
I was voting for Obama.
Look at the little kittens ringing the bell to eat.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
What a smart cat.
It is a smart cat.
Here's the Joe the plumber.
We just watch TV and comment on it. Don't mind us at all.
Here's the Joe the plumber montage from last night's debate.
He had an encounter with a guy who's a plumber. His name is Joe. To Joe the plumber, to people like Joe the plumber. Now, my old buddy Joe the plumber's out there.
With Joe the plumber.
This conversation with Joe the plumber.
The plumber.
Like Joe the plumber. I want Joe the plumber to spread that wealth around.
A little more in taxes.
We're talking about Joe the plumber.
In order.
Oh, man, that's great.
Oh, wow. I will say that Obama taxing higher, and I like him, but that really, Democrats taxing really irritates me.
It's always been tax and spend with Democrats, always.
But don't you think that that's a fabricated thing? And because if he's going to cut taxes on 95% of America, 95% isn't that like most of people?
Yes, but it's not me, and we all vote for individually. I'm not.
We all
vote
for me.
Cut.
No, it's like I said, 35% of the people don't even pay taxes. 35%.
Is that really the accurate number?
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't pay taxes in this country. Yeah, they get a check. They're going to get that check. I know.
If Obama wanted to help people by cutting frivolous or nonsensical spending, I'm all for it. If
That's
the
what I'm all
Democrats
for,
never look
too.
at it that way, that's my only problem with it.
It's they've been tax and spend for years. That's been their platform.
Yeah, but if you look at Clinton balanced the budget. Is that tax
by
and spend?
decimating some like the military, he kind of made a few cuts there. Look, I'm not one of these hardcore Republicans going rah rah. Bush is doing a great job. Let's keep the war going. Let's spend trillions on the war. That money I think could definitely be better spent here. But I can't look at what Obama is saying and go, this is good for our country. It just isn't. It's the same type of politics, if you look at it on a smaller level, that was done in New York City under Democrats here in New York City. And it was the worst period in New York's history when people like Lindsay, Dinkins, Koch, that other clown that was in there. That little guy, that little old man.
Was it Theo LaGuardia when he read the funnies?
Abe Beam. Holy mackerel,
How
Abe
far
Beam.
back are you going to go?
I'm going to go all the way back to 1690 when it was New Amsterdam.
Just looking at the two guys. Don't you think Barack's just a sharper guy, and that you want a guy who was right about the economy? About a year ago, he predicted that this was going to happen, and McCain didn't.
But what was he doing
about the war? When we were going to the war, I mean,
he didn't vote on that.
It was before he was in the Senate.
He didn't vote on going to the war or not.
I know.
Yeah, it was like, fine. Now you can come out and say, I was against it the whole time.
I'm just saying he's a very opinionated, sharp, and his track record shows that he's been right about a lot of stuff.
He's smooth as hell. I don't know what he's been right about. The economy takes these twists and turns like they do. That's why George Sr. didn't win against Clinton. The economy took a turn. He was effed, and goodbye.
Yeah.
I don't know how sharp he is. I know he's a great speaker. I'll give that. Obama is a great speaker. He's very smooth,
a great speaker,
and
but
people love that.
So is Palin, and she can't have a conversation.
Yeah, but that voice.
Yeah. She seems like a total phony.
Seems fake, right?
Yeah,
totally
she seems
fuzzy.
fake. Obama seems very genuine.
She's a house
which
of
is
cards.
scarier to me.
Once you have a conversation with her, she falls
just
down.
collapse.
Yeah. Obama seems very sincere when he speaks, which I believe he is, and that's what gets me, because some of the stuff he's saying, I do believe he's sincere about, and I don't like it.
I want to bring up one more point before we take a break. Aunt and I were talking in the office about Obama and his blackness and how he was keeping his blackness inside.
Yeah.
We're doing this as a joke, by the way, people, so relax. The last time we made some jokes, some people in Cleveland were a little pissed off. But did you watch the debate with the CNN thing?
I love the CNN graph.
And the women,
I watched that thing going, what is it going up?
Yeah,
Is it going
totally
down?
hooked.
Yeah, could you explain it? Basically, it's a line, like a heart thing. And as they're making points, it either goes up on the graph or down on the graph.
Depending on if people like it, it goes up.
Right.
And if people don't like what the candidate's saying, it goes down. And it's broken up into men and women.
Right.
I guess men with a red line and women with a green line.
No, the women were the orange line.
Orange line?
I think it was more of an orange, but I'm colorblind.
The
whatever.
red line with a string.
Yeah. Right. and for the most part, the women were pinning that mother effer.
Oh, yeah.
That they were loving Obama.
They love Obama.
But we were watching the graph, and I was telling Ed, how funny would it be if, some of the blackness comes out of Obama because he's getting mad at McCain.
And then
I think that's what McCain was trying to do.
Yeah, of course.
He was.
He was trying to get him to go a little ghetto.
Yep. You try to get him to go. But Obama's got this demeanor and a way of speaking that's just wonderful. It's like, what I want to do is
a lawyer.
Take the American people and give to the middle class.
People are liking
There's
that.
the graph. They're liking it.
Yeah.
I believe the environment is very important. I think global warming should be looked into.
Alternative fuel.
Mr. Obama, what about that 60s radical you were aligned with back in the... Why you gotta bring that crap up, man? What the hell? I would just love to see it come out once.
Oh, yeah.
Just bring it once.
What
about the issues, mother?
All of a sudden, your TV just starts blinking. Just messes up everything. He's trying to keep it very, very close to the vest.
Even keel.
Very,
very nice. Very. I'm taking care of this. I want to be your president.
This is
time for a change.
Me and Anthony debating is a perfect cocktail conversation where neither of us have that many facts. We're kind of like,
and we're never going to change each other's minds.
What about this kind of conceptual thing I don't have to back up with any facts? But what about this thing that I kind of don't know?
But that's how Joe the Plumber looks at this stuff.
Joe the Plumber.
No one's actually going online and studying their tax plans and stuff. I shouldn't say no one, but the majority aren't.
I don't disagree with a lot of what you're saying. I just, it's just, I want to play devil's advocate because your voice is so loud.
You do!
No.
Devil's advocate! Lift for everybody. Yeah. Tax, but only for the rich! Little shoes for me!
I'm Combs. I'm Combs in this conversation.
Yeah, I'm Hannity. I'll be louder.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it about that Joe. I won't call him. Let's just say
Joe the Plumber. Come on, Jimmy, say it once.
Douche Joe from Ohio, who happens to scoop out feces for a living.
Yeah, let's get down to what this guy does.
Joe the log holder. I didn't like the way Obama dismissed what he said, because he did in a way. He gave an answer, but he didn't really feel what the guy was saying to him. Well, yeah, I get it, but we have to. It was like that dismissive when a teacher is telling you something, and there's nothing you're saying that's going to change their mind. He made a legitimate point. Like, I'm starting a company that's going to make $250 a year.
Yeah,
and you're going to got to help people behind you. Yeah. I just didn't like Obama's answer to that. He was very dismissive.
Right on. We could continue after the break. We
have to tinkle up.
We got Rob Corddry coming in from the movie W or George W.
Just W.
It's just W, right?
W.
We'll talk to.
I'm going to see.
We'll talk to Rob next. And Mike, what are we promoting today? Mike Birbiglia in studio.
I have my one-man show is opening off Broadway this weekend. It's called Sleepwalk with Me.
Ooh.
I want you to come, and we'll have a discussion afterwards, Anthony.
Yes, we'll debate on stage.
It's at the Bleecker Street Theater. I hope people come.
Very cool. All right. Opie and Anthony. We got to get right into this. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, another busy one. Of course, we got Jimmy here, Jim Norton. We got Mike Birbiglia stopping by. And now we get to say hi to Rob Corddry from The Daily Show. Meeting Rob for the first time here today.
Hi, my name is Rob Corddry.
Yes.
Hi, Rob.
Nice to meet you.
Rob. And another one, going into motion pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. The motion picture shows.
That's now where they, is that where they now grab up people?
That's it. That's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah.
John must be like, hey,
What about
the kid?
What about me? See, he did it backwards, though. He tried with the movies before The Daily Show.
Yeah. The Faculty.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was the Faculty.
The one about the one about dating. He was in that.
It was called Dating.
Hey, Rob, before we start, can you tell John we said hi? Because he used to do our show before he
remember
became
those
really
days?
famous.
Really? Wow.
He used to love us.
That was a lot. You got to be nice to the people you meet on the way up.
Yep.
That's right.
Because you're going to meet the same people.
Yeah, he used to do our show, John.
Then I don't know.
Before he became a big star.
I'll tell him.
All right.
Rob was also in my failed pilot for CBS.
Oh, really?
I was.
I played a cameo, yeah.
I played Rob.
He wouldn't take an actual role.
A cameo and a pilot.
Even though he wouldn't actually take the role we wanted him to do.
I said as long as you call it a cameo. Because that's cool.
Yeah, because only people that have kind of a, some clout can do a cameo.
I do motion pictures.
Yes.
We asked him and he goes, do you have something in a small?
Anyone else, it's called an extra.
Yeah.
But if you have any kind of clout in the biz, it's a cameo.
Yeah.
Did you watch the debate last night, Rob?
I did, yeah.
What did you think?
I did. Oh man, I'm so glad it's over. For one, I'm glad all that crap is over.
It got close to a fist fight last night, though.
It got ugly. It got really ugly.
It was getting there.
McCain was pulling out all the stops. You could tell it was like his last chance to turn those last 4 or 5 people who are pretending that they're undecided. Last chance.
Where does the CNN and Fox find all these undecided voters?
Exactly.
They've been campaigning for, I believe, 12 years now.
Yeah.
And they find these roomfuls of people that are, we've got a room full that is still undecided, and they're sitting there with like Pete Rose haircuts and playing banjos.
Do I want to eat the pennies or the rock?
throwing feces at each other. Like, who's left that really doesn't have an opinion? You're at least leaning one way or the other. It's like, I have none opinion.
It's the people who have never been the hot girl in their lives, and they're the hot girl in this election.
I like the wishy-washy people.
Yeah.
They love Obama, then next day they're all about McCain.
Yeah.
How does that change in one day?
How can you possibly do that?
I don't know, maybe you watch Black Hawk Down and you're like, you know what, McCain's not such a bad choice.
Watch Roots and go, okay, go for the other guy.
Or half Roots.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. A lot of people don't. They just say the first black president. Let's say first, black with a white mom president.
We're getting there.
Not in this country, not yet. I don't think. It's like, what? His great-great-great-great-grandmother. It's like that speech that was given in True Romance. If you're Sicilian, you're still not getting elected. Where am I going with this, Jim?
I don't know, but it's fun to watch.
Now you're in
W.
As Jimmy put it.
Period.
That's great to work with Oliver Stone, man. That's
How about
really,
that,
that's
man?
fantastic.
It's crazy.
Literally, right?
Yeah, pretty crazy.
What was your what was your thought when you saw him for the first time on set?
Well, I saw him first during my audition, and he was a little weird. He said, he goes, okay, so the role is Ari Fleischer. He was the press secretary, and I said, oh no, I know him. And he goes, you know him? You went to high school with him? Like he somehow made the leap.
Wow.
From I know who this man is
I've seen
to
him.
I graduated with him.
I've seen him on TV.
Wow.
Like you, like everyone else.
Yeah. So Ari Fleischer, okay, you're playing Ari.
Yeah.
One in the long line of press secretaries that George W. has had.
Yeah.
It's odd to see a pro-Bush movie coming out at this point.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. Is the movie Oliver Stone-ish as to kind of going between fact and speculation?
It's not as stony as you'd think.
Really?
Yeah. There's not so many like
is it Oliver-ish?
Cartoon moments.
Right.
There's no animated characters.
No.
It doesn't go from like black and it's black and white to it's pretty even-handed. Like you actually sympathize with the president for a little bit. Like he was in kind of a...
He's a magician. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you're meant to sort of sympathize with him.
Yeah. Does it cover what period does it?
Well, it goes back and forth between the 70s and 2004, I believe it ends. 2003, rather.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 70s, I guess, a little raucous.
A little raucous.
Yeah. They show a party in George W.
Not a small amount of alcohol was consumed.
Okay.
I wonder why they got Josh Brolin instead of who's the guy that did the Comedy Central roast? Who he did Bush as Bush with Bush at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
The guy that really looks like
I
him?
mean, he does an amazing.
Is he a comic though?
I don't know. I don't know who he is. Do you know who I mean? He does.
He's that just personal, professional impersonator.
But
Right?
he looks. He did Bush standing next to Bush, and he really sounded.
Maybe he can't act.
But I think they were trying to get actors for that one.
I think they should have gotten Rich Little. Maybe Rich Little could have.
And it would have sounded like Ronald Reagan and Johnny Carson.
And Johnny Carson. Exactly. Every
They could have done kind of a review, kind of a touring review.
Clip your lapels down. It's 2008.
Hey, does Oliver Stone tackle the cocaine thing, or does he leave that alone?
No, actually, no. Not a lot of cocaine shows up in the movie.
I bet there's a lot of cocaine in the movie.
Yeah, it's like the end of Scarface. Wait for the Diaz brothers' faces falls out of the table.
No, there's tons of machine guns. Tons.
Great, fantastic.
A lot of car crashes.
He has a bloody nose for the first half of the movie, but cocaine is never mentioned.
Yeah, something tells me Oliver Stone wouldn't really mind throwing things in like that. He's been known to
Yeah, there is a moment where they refer to him getting a woman pregnant, a girl pregnant back in the perhaps early 80s.
Really?
Which I'd never heard that
Never
before.
heard about that one either.
So...
Interesting.
Did they say Clinton
Racy.
knocked the girl up too, like years ago? Like
Never heard that.
Black
Clinton,
girl from,
Clinton likes the ladies?
I kind of go out on a limb sometimes. Well, the way he usually finishes, you wouldn't think he could knock someone up. Wow, what a place to put that dress. But there was some girl in down south or whatever, from Arkansas. It was like knocked up a black girl. I don't know if it's true or not.
I remember hearing about that.
But I didn't know Bush had the same thing.
I think it was some vast right-wing conspiracy, though.
That was a lot like me and Anthony's political discussion. Just kind of a vagary.
But I had heard that, but I didn't spit it out like it was fact. Yeah, well, what about Clinton? You know, I just heard that.
Just kind of throwing it out there and see if there's any truth to it, right? Right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
What'd you have to do to prepare for the likes of an Ari Fleischer? Not the most charismatic of the press secretaries.
Get glasses.
No, had glasses. A bald gentleman as well.
Good.
A bald person.
Can you stand behind a podium?
I could do that.
All right.
That was easy.
You're in.
I did what every actor does to prepare for a role like this. I rolled with the LAPD for like 6 months. 'Cause, you know,
That's what you do.
So you do.
Got to get into it
Yeah.
for some reason.
Did you meet him? Did you meet Ari?
I didn't. I talked to him on the phone once, and he didn't want to meet with me.
Really?
You know?
What a
Yeah.
dope.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
Had
I
he
get it.
seen Semi-Pro?
I get. I was the guy with the mustache and Blades of Glory, man. Come on. No,
he wouldn't answer your questions.
He would
He kept
answer-
pointing to somebody else.
He reluctantly answered some questions, but
Yes.
he didn't want to meet with me. Like he didn't want to be seen with me. You know?
What was his reason for leaving?
Well, you
as
know what?
press
There,
secretary?
he actually lasted a lot longer.
He
than,
did,
than most of them do
yeah.
now. You know, it's such now that there are TV cameras on you. The turnover rate is like about 2 or 3 years for those guys.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
like
it's got to be the hardest job in the world.
You gotta BS your ass off and make it look like you're really telling the truth.
Well, the thing is that I think like. I've asked some people, and they said that the key to being a good press secretary is really believing what you're saying, which Scott McClellan didn't.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of guys don't, and Ari Fleischer absolutely does. He's, you know, one of the few people, even in the former administration, that like still supports Bush.
Maybe they just
100%.
told him nothing. They didn't told him not what was really going on, and just told him like, this is what's happened.
Part of me thought like maybe he was just like, and also he was like, don't tell me anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to have the information.
I want to be able
let
to
me live in my fantasy world.
Smile and be like that friggin' guy in Iraq at the end that was like, no, Americans are not at the airport.
Tariq Aziz?
No, he was the other guy.
Oh, the
what did they wind up
Minister of
calling
Information?
him? Yeah.
Yeah, that
How
was
quickly
great.
we forget their cute little made-up names we had for all of them.
That guy ruled.
Baghdad Bob, I think we were calling him.
I
or
think you're
something.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I got a coffee mug with his face on it. I believe someday it'll be a collector's item. It would be like having a Hitler tea set or something. I don't know. I got one of those too.
Rob, did anyone tell you that you look vaguely, if you were in character, like Joe Plumber from last night?
Oh man!
Enough about the
I
plumber.
am so sick of Joe Plumber already. Like after it was mentioned 20 times.
Yeah,
they said Joe, like all the jokes, like they were already making jokes about Joe the Plumber.
Yes.
Yeah.
That now it's no longer. I don't think.
Hey, you hear about this Joe the Plumber guy that they got? All right, we get it. It's
What's
late
the
night
deal
fodder.
with Joe the Plumber?
Joe the Plumber is okay.
Right.
Great.
When Joe Scarborough is nailing it with jokes, you know that you're in the wrong joke territory.
Joe the Plumber. I believe he's going to do well though. Joe the Plumber. Book deal, movies.
We're gonna hear from Joe the Plumber.
He's not going to be plumbing too much more.
He's gonna start blogging.
You just know it.
soon.
Yeah. Who cares about Joe the Plumber?
Joe the
Yeah.
Blogger.
Yeah. Beyond the elbow.
Yeah.
Beyond the trap. You know, some kind of plumbing terms.
He'll be on Letterman.
Beyond the faucet.
The top 10 things that clog a cesspool. Oh, the plumber sucks. Fool.
You're not a fan, huh, Jimmy?
Hope his business fails. And children are driven into prostitution.
Enough about Joe.
I really don't like him.
Rob, incidentally, I was looking up Daily Show clips once. I think you've done the most ever correspondent pieces.
No,
like
no.
600 or
Colbert.
something? Colbert
Colbert was on for a
yeah.
long time.
Colbert was on. He's been on before John.
The show, kind of, the show is amazing. First of all, I love it, and it's one of these shows that kind of morphed into almost real news.
So they tell me.
It's like, and I know that's nothing new to say, but who the hell did? Especially like John, did he ever think that people would go to him for real? Because it was completely a goof. You go on, goof on, kind of parody all of these CNN shows and everything, and then it just became like, all right, what's going on? You actually learn what's going on in the world by watching The Daily Show.
I know that makes no one there is comfortable with that. You know
I
what
bet.
I mean? Like
yeah,
it's
because you don't want to become a parody of the parody you were doing.
No, and once you take a joke too seriously or think you're actually making a difference or something, then it stops becoming funny and it becomes important,
preachy and boring.
Yeah.
But it's tempting. It's hard not to. Like if people are listening, it's really hard not to. Human nature, let your opinions be known. I mean, it's like everyone is guilty of that.
But he walks the line too. Like John, I think is really good at kind of keeping people in check too, like reminding people that he's just a showbiz monkey.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a comedy show.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some guy standing in front of a fake background of some faraway land in a second, so don't take it too seriously.
Right. They also have a lot of good people behind the scenes there, like getting clips, like that stupid O'Reilly clip with what he said about Palin's daughter, then what he said about Jamie Lynn's daughter. It was just a really smart,
that show is sometimes all about the editors. You know, those guys are great. And the producers, the field producers that go out and shoot those pieces are amazing.
And a lot of people coming out of that show. It's just amazing. Like Stephen Colbert with his Colbert Report there is just like a great. You would think, okay, what is he going to do? The Daily Show 2 or something? And then he turns around and just becomes this complete parody of like O'Reilly, and it's brilliant. His sarcasm is fantastic.
We were like behind his back. We were like, it's never going to work. What a terrible idea. It's just going to be you, and you're going to be playing a cat. You jerk.
Can't possibly work.
You never want to see your friends succeed.
No, he'll be crawling back in no time.
What did he do before? Colbert was like a political. He did something.
Strangers
serious.
with Candy. He was on.
No, but didn't he have a serious political job?
Dana Carvey show. He did Dana Carvey show. He wrote for SNL, I think, for a little bit.
So he was never involved in politics as a writer for the press or anything. Oh, okay.
If you can get Americans to say a silent T regularly, I think that's impressive.
Rapport. Jimmy actually once yelled at me. He goes, "It's report," and I was like, "No, Jim. See, because it's Colbert, he says it rapport."
I don't remember saying
I'm just pointing out how stupid you were once.
No, I don't remember being guy who didn't get the joke, guy. You forgot the T, stupid. Ass I am.
No, but they're kind of pulling from that show, which is good. I mean, obviously. Obviously, what's his name has made a few bucks on a few films. Look at me. I don't even...
Oh, Lewis?
No, well, Lewis, he's doing very well.
You were also in Lewis. I know in the bio, Rob was in Unaccompanied Minors.
That's right.
We were,
oh my God, I was watching that the other day.
Yeah, you and my dad.
I love the children. Sometimes inappropriately. No, but so now, is it a big part? You got a big part in this one?
In the W?
There's a lot of airy in this. No?
No, I'm going to be honest with you.
Really?
I'm really surprised I'm here.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, tiny, like, bring eye drops so you don't have to blink.
Oh, no.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm
mostly
on the
background. I'm shallow background.
You know something, though? It looks great on IMDb.
Sure.
That's right.
I'll take it.
Oliver Stone movie.
Doesn't hurt.
On the XM side, they're interviewing extras.
Yeah, we're just, I was in the background. We actually did talk to the guy that said, don't shoot in Goodfellas. When, remember the guy that was getting his nose beaten in? Don't tell me you remember his name.
Oh, yeah. No, I know who you mean. When you touch her, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the other guy. Yeah. Don't shoot. I don't know his name. I know who you mean.
It was his buddy.
The Driveway.
Yeah.
That was a good day for the show. We got to talk to that guy.
And we were all psyched. Like,
oh, yeah.
Dude, you were in Goodfellas.
That's so cool.
You had a speaking part.
We can't get Leota, but we can get the guy who actually brought the little milk thing that she ditched the gun into. We really are flops.
We did a bit, Rob. We wanted to see how many famous people were listening to the show. And we also had a guy that played a corpse in, Law and Order or something?
Yep.
Yeah, so we were really psyched that day that we had all the big stars listening to the show.
That's great.
Yeah, we do that every so often. We're like, hey,
it's kind of
we
depressing.
put the word out and we go,
It's really
whatever
depressing.
celebrity, wherever you are, if you're driving, whatever you've done, please call us now. And we want to see who the biggest celebrity is that's listening at any given
And
moment.
we're expecting some biggie in a cab somewhere.
We had a guy that did a reenactment and then played a corpse again in...
it wasn't Law and Order. It was
No.
with the voice guy.
Saw?
Bill Curtis or one of those guys. The other guy.
Bill Curtis.
Unsolved Mysteries.
Was it Unsolved Mysteries?
Yeah, I think so. He
Unsolved
reenacted
Mysteries. Yeah, Robert Stack.
Wow. Not him, though. It's a
guy that played
a corpse, a reenactment.
Yes, that's the
and
best.
boy, did he hold the title for a while until, the guy that Leota, said don't shoot to.
And then we have to decide if you're more famous than the corpse. It's very awkward for everybody.
I appreciate the audacity of those people that call in. I think I'm the most famous. I was.
They probably had no clue that they would make it. They're like, really? Me?
I'm the guy?
You guys have nobody important listening to you?
I was trying to be the 10th caller.
Yeah, I just was an extra.
Hey, did you did scenes obviously with Josh Brolin and you? Was there any other like really big stars in your scenes?
Oh my God, yeah. I was called into set one day. It just out of the blue. I was actually on the treadmill in the gym because I work out, guys.
Hey, you gotta.
My body's a temple.
Keep that.
And a PA just came and grabbed me and said, "You're needed on set right now." And I got there and I walked into the room and everybody was there, like Richard Dreyfuss, Scott Glenn, Jeffrey Wright, Tandy, like the whole main cast, and they all thought I was late.
You lost me after Richard Dreyfuss, but cool, totally cool.
But like I was, and they all thought I was late, so I was like humiliated my first day.
They're all looking at you like
oh, the
just slide in like Kramer.
Yeah.
Just kinda, okay, hello.
Hey, did you should have hit Dreyfuss on the shoulder and said, "Good job in the Poseidon Adventure remake," and spit in his face.
Hey, he came on our show to promote that piece of crap.
Hey,
Jesus.
My question was, did you? The reason I asked it was that did you blow any lines in front of important people, or did you have any horrible moments of just forgetting what you're supposed to do or screwing up?
No, my part is too small to even have been given the opportunity to screw up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
And cut.
You got to stop walking away from the podium. That's not the way he did it.
Mr. Faversham.
We have to take a break. Rob, you want to hang? What do you want to do?
Definitely.
It's up to you. Okay. The new movie W starts what, Friday?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. The reviews are ridiculous on this film.
Are they really good?
You don't even have to be here.
It's doing well, right?
We're just fans of you and wanted you to
cool.
stop by and say hi.
Really, they did that up. He looks like him.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll continue in just a bit. Opie and Anthony. We're running out of show on the Opie and Anthony program. Getting to know Rob Corddry from The Daily Show and the new movie, W. Coming out this Friday, getting amazing reviews on RottenTomatoes.com. Rob, Brent D. from Louisiana wants us to ask you about an arrest in Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
Were you part of that? I really don't know anything about this.
No, I wasn't. I was. I didn't go out that night, but apparently Josh Brolin and Jeffrey Wright got into an argument with a bartender. This is just what I've heard. And then the bartender called the cops, and they got into an argument with the cops. And the cops, I think, tased Josh Brolin and pepper sprayed Jeffrey Wright.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was the extent of the fight.
That's a hell of a night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know I physically restrain myself right now from just going, really?
No.
Literal dummy.
You are a little naive, Jimmy.
He got tased?
He got tased.
Did he tell you what that's all about?
No, I mean,
you
I just
serious?
got bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I thought you were kidding.
No, it's
No,
true.
there's a real story.
Naive Anthony.
It was a story right after it happened, but it was this big. It got turned into this big fight, and they got in a fight with the cops. Where it
What was
really
the fight
wasn't.
about with the bartender?
It was in it's Shreveport, Louisiana. Like they weren't,
They fight over the weather.
They don't enjoy the Hollywood.
Elite.
The bartender was trying to prove that if you bowl, the ball just keeps going until the edge of the planet and falls off. It was a long way to go for an Earth is flat joke.
Certainly was.
Long way to go.
We think there is a country for old man.
Oh, Mikey.
I don't.
Oh.
I understand where Mike's coming from.
Oh, boy.
That bowling joke.
Oh, boy.
It was almost impossible to not do well after that bowling joke. It was long.
And he managed.
Yes.
Sorry. I keep forgetting to turn the audio on, and they yell at me.
In the Pal Talk room.
They yell at me.
You shooting anything else now, film-wise?
I'm doing a movie right now with Sam Rockwell called The Winning Season.
Sam Rockwell's very good.
He's awesome.
Yeah. What did he do? Galaxy Quest. He was very funny in that.
Oh, he's
very
awesome
funny in that. And then the other one with the Chuck Barris movie.
Oh, yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
He's not in enough stuff, I don't think.
We love talking about Chuck Barris. Like he was an assassin and a game show host.
Yes,
Come on.
Of course he was.
Who's buying this?
His game shows are just a front to send him to faraway places as chaperone for his winners.
It's just weird stuff. Like it doesn't seem believable. Seems like he had a mental illness.
I wonder if he believes it or if he was like so calculated.
Yeah, like just such a goof, or if he really thinks, I was. Or if he really was.
Or maybe he was.
That would have been the ultimate.
It actually would be the perfect front. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. What's the Sam Rockwell movie?
It's about girls basketball. Who's with me? Who's in? Run, don't walk.
I like that Rob is a movie star, but doesn't actually defend any of the films he's in. He'll make jokes. Maybe another movie star would be like, "Well, it's a film about girls basketball, and it's
who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like that?
Is it really?
It's really about high school girls basketball.
Is it called Coosiers?
He plays a wow. Nicely done.
Thank you, sir.
Nicely done.
Everything needs a joke on this goddamn show. For once, I'd like to be respected.
I love how you're using him for a setup too. Is it? Because I got a funny here.
Is it?
Right.
Ham.
It's a great line, man.
I'm a douche.
I like Rob. He doesn't take himself seriously.
Yeah.
He's very sarcastic. So what do you play in this movie? The coach?
I'm a principal.
A principal.
I'm a principal. He plays an alcoholic coach of a girl's. Yeah.
Is it a comedy or is it?
It is a comedy. It's a dramedy.
Yeah.
Dramedy.
Now, let me walk you through this. That's part drama.
There's no
part comedy.
There's no crying in girls basketball. Is that kind of what it's like?
It's a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you drill a hole through into the girls' locker room and put your junk through it like in Porky's?
Yeah, that's the second act.
That's like I knew it.
Turning point.
Sorry to ruin that.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
Who hasn't? There's something so antisocial about peeking through like a wall and spying and
you would know
cranking. No, but I mean, there's really like an antisocial.
Is it? Because not the cranking part, but I've taken peeks where I've had the opportunity. I haven't been the one that really made because I was in construction for many years before I got into this illustrious empire that is radio. And I used to have to do jobs at commercial buildings that might have had gymnasiums in them. And I might have had to work over the ladies' locker room. And I was able to... is this too much work to go through to maybe see a woman naked? Getting up on a ladder, going on up above the ceiling, and it's a hung ceiling, so it's acoustic tile, cutting a piece of metal into a point so I could jab it into the acoustic tile, the top of it, and lift it up so I could look in.
That is too much trouble, considering the building you're working in had K through 6 on the front of it.
Yeah, you fashioned a tool.
Okay, once you fashion a tool, then you're beyond the point.
That's too much.
You used a simple tool.
Yeah.
If I just would have been able to, I guess once I grabbed the ladder, it was over.
You're the reason people like me are paranoid.
I wasn't going to look at you.
No,
and girls don't do that.
What are you paranoid of? Someone
just people just stare. People staring and seeing in places that you don't know that they're looking, and cameras, places.
Well, this was old school. There weren't any cameras. If there were cameras, I'd have been arrested.
I want to get to the phone before we lose Rob here. Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris.
Hey, I want to
remind you guys that Rob was in one of the funniest episodes of Curb playing the pedophile invited to Larry's house for the state dinner.
I just saw. Hold on, I just saw that on the phones. I went, "Oh my god!" That's of course that was one of the most amazing episodes. Where you're the pedophile and you showed him, how to swing the golf club better, and Larry's all happy and invites him to a party, and everyone knows he's the pedophile that moved into the neighborhood, and it was so uncomfortable. I forgot that was you. That was a brilliant episode.
Oh, thank you.
And he's right, probably one of the funniest Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I can't wait to see the spin-off of that.
Yeah. Larry's all just clueless and all excited that Rob's character shows up.
Because
and
I'm bald, too. Like, he gets into me because I'm bald.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone is just mortified that Larry would have the gall to invite him to the party.
I got recognized by a cab driver on the street. Like, a cab driver slammed on his brakes at a green light and rolled down his window and went, "Pervert!"
Yeah, if you haven't seen that episode, go search it out. It's great. I love I love Curb.
How much of the on the Daily Show? How much of the writing for your own segments do you do?
We do the field pieces where we go and interview people. That's pretty collaborative. Everybody writes those, but the stuff in front of the green screen is all the writers and John.
Yeah,
we can improvise a little bit, but it's mostly.
Really? Wow, look at you. I'd have just been like, no, it's all me. It's all me all the time.
I can't write that stuff.
How are these people not into you guys still? Like, they have no clue what you're actually doing when you sit down and do these interviews?
I don't think...
like, you're sitting there like, this is the Daily Show. Why,
Yeah, I think at first people do know. They just want to be on the TV.
They do know, and they want to believe? Or?
Yeah. I just think, and I also think they're like, people like The Daily Show regardless of their ideology, so they're like, of course The Daily Show is going to agree with my crazy point of view.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart's not going to disagree with me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. They still don't get it.
They kind of fool themselves in that respect, yeah.
Yeah, I think when they go on the Colbert Show, I think they kind of know what they're getting into.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, pretty fun. He has always done such a great job of just completely turning his personality around, but so sarcastically. Like, when he talks about being such a staunch Republican in America and stuff, and that opening sequence is hysterical.
It's amazing that he sustained it, too, like that.
Yeah.
Right before his interviews, how he always runs over and still, takes a bow. That he has sustained that energy, that seems like a bit that would be lost after a month. You'd be whatever,
it doesn't have to do that.
But he so commits to it. It's hilarious every time.
All about him.
Every time I laugh.
Yeah, me too.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's our get the hell out of here music.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Son of a bitch.
Well, Rob, it was a pleasure, man.
Hey, this is great. Thanks
Rob
for having me.
Corddry from The Daily Show and the new movie W. That's going to be in theaters Friday, right?
Well, maybe when you're doing your next movie, perhaps you and the wonderful Sam Rockwell could stop in and share the couch.
Oh, my God.
That would be fantastic. I would love to have Sam Rockwell on the show, too. No offense.
I would love...
not, having you here is great.
No, he's great. I would sit here. I would hold him. We would hold.
We'd be fighting, my friend.
We'd hold.
Yeah. What other big celebrities could you get on the show?
Yeah. Can you book our show, please?
Yeah.
Could you get us Jeffrey Tambor? Jeffrey Tambor. All I want to talk about is the Ropers. How he was the neighbor on the Ropers.
Yes.
That and Injustice for All. I wouldn't go anywhere past 1979. No one cares about what you were on after 1979. Hello, Arthur. Nice day. When he tips his...
I forgot he was the neighbor in the Ropers.
Throwing plates. Jack Warden had a stupid thing.
Oh, come on. Larry Sanders.
That's amazing.
I don't acknowledge that.
What?
What's wrong with you? Mikey, what do you got going on? Mike Birbiglia.
Your show's at the Bleecker Street
Bleecker
Theater?
Street Theater, and if people go on MikeBirbiglia.com, there's a discount code for less expensive tickets, so people should do that.
A discount code?
A discount code, yeah.
One-man show, 7 days a week. He's crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy to be doing
Stupid idea.
That.
Yeah, it's insane.
Stupid idea.
It's very funny, though. It's like my stand-up, but it has more of kind of an arc to it, so it's worthwhile.
Mike Birbiglia is one of the funniest stand-ups working today, and you've heard it here.
Oh, wow.
From my mouth.
Look at that, Mikey.
My mouth.
I have one Vegas show, which I've been neglecting to plug. It's Friday, November 21st, 7 p.m., the TBS Festival in Vegas. I'm doing a show. It's like a Down and Dirty with Jim Norton, and it's myself, Robert Kelly, Russ Maneve, and one other act. I'm not sure who the other actor is.
Very cool. All right, we got to get out of here. There goes our music. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Wow, look at this. It's Opie and Anthony continuing the show. What are we looking at, Ann? I just got here, and wow, this is cool. I see Laszlo's in here.
Yes, of course. Laszlo's here, and wow, I'm just...
This is Midnight Club Los Angeles.
Yeah, Midnight Club Los Angeles.
Comes out on Tuesday.
It's a racing game that is unbelievable.
It's set in a virtual Los Angeles, so just like how we modeled New York for Grand Theft Auto 4, this is set in an LA. So you can race through Santa Monica, Beverly Hills. All the real buildings are there. You can even go by the Viper Room, maybe pick up some tickets for Jimmy.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, like all those buildings are in the game. There's over 40 cars and motorcycles, and it's amazing when we sit here and watch this. People are getting kind of queasy because the action's intense.
Yeah, the graphics, again, just stunning. And it gives you the illusion of speed and that you're on a road, and that when you hit a wall, I was wincing. It was like you recoil.
When you guys came in, we were racing, I guess, the Mustang. And Anthony said, "This looks like my ride home from F.H. Riley."
Wow, this is, I know we're doing radio, but wow.
Oh, nice jump. Jumped right over. Oh, head-on collision.
On the motorcycle.
And then on the motorcycle.
And then he flies off the bike in slow motion.
And slides on the pavement face first.
The reflections on the cars, as far as the graphics go, even the subtle things like the guy's jacket on the bike, on the back is like fluttering in the wind and stuff.
That's what's nice about developing for the Xbox 360 and PS3 is you can do this kind of level of, HD graphics. The graphics engine on this is the same graphics engine as Grand Theft Auto 4. It's called the Rage engine.
Go ahead, Laszlo, I'm sorry.
All these cars, and what's different about the Rockstar racing games is that you can actually have damage.
Yeah.
Where a lot of the racing games, the car manufacturer says, well, you can't show our car, all beat to shit.
Yeah, banged up. They didn't want that.
But in our games, you can definitely damage them out.
It's because your games sell. You got some clout. You could tell them, you want to be in our game. We'll find another car.
And on all the sound effects on the different cars, whether it's the Saleen or the Ferrari or the Audi R8, we actually put the cars up on dynos and mic'd every tire and had people accelerate, and then we drove the cars and actually stepped on the brakes at high speed so we could record what the screech sounded like.
Authentic sounds from the real vehicles. Unbelievable, man. Jimmy said he didn't like because the children. It might upset the children.
I think it's a dangerous game you play when you start to show children that driving quickly can be fun.
Yes, it's irresponsible.
It makes
really
people
is.
better drivers.
Oh, nice wheelie. Yeah, doesn't it?
I really think it does.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, as long as you can plug a controller into your dash and drive like that. Wouldn't that be fun?
It's probably something they're working on, Ann. Hey, we're all video gamers, some more than others, but I can't imagine, Laszlo, 5 years looking back at this game and going, oh my God, look how primitive this thing looks. You know what I mean?
It's amazing when you play games. I mean, even when I was playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, would look amazing at its time.
Yeah.
And I was playing GTA 4, and then I popped in San Andreas, and it was like, it looks so archaic.
Isn't it? But at the time, it was like, oh my God.
Look at this.
Amazing. So yeah, you wonder 5 years down the road,
how are they going to make this better? Like right now, you sit here like, how could you make this better?
It's because these maniacs like Laszlo and all the other people that work on this they're from outer space.
Yeah,
and it's fantastic.
Xbox and PS3 have a lot of old school downloadable titles that you can mess around with, and I downloaded Mortal Kombat 2 for PlayStation 3, and I remember being a kid playing it in the arcade, going, "Man, it doesn't get better than this." Like, how can they improve on this? And obviously they have.
I think you're just like, well, that's even a game as, it's not recent anymore, the original Half-Life.
Sure.
I played through that and was stunned at the graphics and everything. And now you look at it, it's just some blocky, very dated. Yeah.
Yeah, now it looks like that old school, I Want My MTV video.
Yeah.
What was it? I Want My MTV.
I can't think of the name of the song all of a sudden.
Okay.
But,
Money for Nothing. Yeah,
Dire
Straits. Sure.
Yep.
Hey, Laszlo.
This looks great.
So with that, like, how do these games get better? Like, what are they working on for the future? Do you know?
Well,
Smells like your
flying
car.
cars.
Right, exactly.
But just making it look more and more like real life, or
Yeah,
like,
and
where's
also,
this going?
Also, the online component is huge.
Yeah.
There's a lot of online stuff planned for Midnight Club Los Angeles.
As soon as you start playing online, it's
yeah, there's some cool stuff online
better.
like Keep Away and Capture the Flag. There's a ton of different online games. But the other thing about this too is there's real aftermarket parts. So the real parts that you can customize your cars with, you can customize your cars in the game. You know, I mean, there's everything from Mitsubishis to Lamborghinis to Corvettes, Saleen, and all the physics.
Can you build like Anthony's exact car and then have it in the game?
And then when you get pulled
his
over,
color
you
and
can
everything.
pull the whole I know Keith the cop.
Yeah, which button is that? Which button's the I have a radio show, can you please just let me go button?
See, I was hoping maybe you could blow some steam off in this game instead of jeopardizing the future of this radio show by driving into...
So you want me to play it while I drive? What do you mean?
Maybe in the future, if you get a certain high score, you'll get a girlfriend.
Santa Monica. Holy crap! Wow, it's exact.
Yeah, the exact Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, no.
And he's
on the pier, Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah, he's shooting nitrous flying down the pier.
There's a dead end. Don't keep going. Wow, look at that. Oh, he made the turn, though.
Yeah.
The nitrous feature is hysterical.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
The
right
illusion.
This
nice jump. Holy Jesus Christ, what a jump. I think he's done that jump a few times,
Yeah, this guy playing, his name's Adrian, and he's one of our gameplay captures. His job when he walks in the morning is he plays the games and tries to do the best stunt jumps and stuff and records the footage so that we can put it in commercials and trailers.
That's smart.
That is the coolest job ever! Isn't it the coolest job?
Go find the best jump. That's when I play Grand Theft Auto, I'll just do jumps for hours and hours.
Jumps are a blast.
Yeah, I love doing that way. You spin, you do a roll as you're jumping.
Yep. Actually, for Grand Theft Auto 4 is coming out on the PC in November. And we've got some stuff in store on that, including you can. It works sort of like a TiVo, so if you just do an amazing jump, you can.
You can hit it and it's been recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always the worst thing. It's like I wish I knew I was going to do that, but if you're recording what you're doing the whole time, and then, that's fantastic, man.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Good feature. Oh man, I gotta get that. When's this come out?
This comes out on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Your copies will be FedExed on Monday.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you can order it on Amazon.com. You can pre-order it right now, so you'll actually get it delivered on Tuesday. And you can also get it at GameStop. You can pre-order there as well.
Hey, can we throw this on YouTube so we get some nice views today, or what?
Sure, why not?
What about What about online gameplay?
What about?
Any?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So I always get nervous when I say that, and it's like, no, we're working on it. And it's like, shut up, we don't have...
No, online gameplay is a huge component
of everything.
Yeah, especially
it really
Midnight
is.
Club.
Yeah.
I mean, this gaming series started almost 10 years ago. Rockstar San Diego wanted to create a racing game where we just did different cities, Tokyo, and you're basically just racing through that city like an asshole.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's good. I like a Pong online is really amazing. Pong online, you hook up with friends and just bloop, bloop, bloop.
Jimmy is fascinated with this
Jimmy,
camera.
I'm kidding. Bloop, bloop your way through the night.
Jimmy.
What did you take a naive pill?
No, I was kidding. I knew it was a bunch of BS.
Oh, then I'm naive. Hey, Laszlo, what about the Logitech wheel? Does it work for this game? Or?
Yeah, the wheels do work with it.
All right. What do you call them? Faggots that use the wheels? What is that?
I don't know. That always seems a little weird when I got the whole setup. But
it is a little odd when you go into someone's house and you see their rig.
I'm a
and it's
pretend
like,
racer. Okay.
Oh, and you got the steering wheel and
Although I always wanted to have like the whole flight yoke and everything for a flight simulator and stuff.
You can buy those like $20,000.
It's ridiculous with setups with the real radios and everything
for flight simulator games.
How much?
People make these custom cockpits, and they get you can pot that down. These custom cockpits, and they cost a fortune, but it's got like all the instruments and like the pedals.
Everything.
20,000 you could spend on this?
I've seen guys that have customized with multiple monitors and a movable cockpit.
Right.
Where you feel... Yeah, it's a flight simulator.
No shit.
Yeah, you close yourself in there.
Right.
You should get that for your basement, Ed.
Yeah, why not?
Why not, Ed?
We're already having the theater put in there last...
Are you doing the home theater?
Well, I'm not. Keith is, apparently.
Yes.
I was saying the other day, I'm positive that the second I get everything done with the house, Keith's going to kill me and take over my house.
I have to say one of the best parts.
Know what he's going to do? He's not going to kill you. He's going to get you arrested for something, though.
Oh, we'll do that.
He's
like,
going to set you
bad
up.
cop in a movie.
He's going to set you up and go, hey, don't worry. While you're doing the time, I'll take care of your house.
Yeah. He already showed me a magazine the other day because catalogs come to the house in his wife's name.
Good.
And he goes, look, already established residency. Like, you son of a bitch.
One of the best parts of your barbecue, besides watching the burglar case the joint, was when... You know, people listen to this show and they think that they're amazed how you and Jimmy don't listen to each other and will do the same joke. You do it in person. You were doing it by the pool. You made a joke, and 60 seconds later, Jimmy makes the same joke, and you're like,
Me and Aunt never listened to each other.
I know.
It's terrible.
See what I did there?
You actually did it.
You guys thought I was texting about ass eating, but I was absolutely not. Can I taste your ass first? Who the fuck would write that?
Hold on, let me answer yes. All right, let's go to the phone and say hi to Jeremy in Cleveland. Jeremy, we're hanging out with Laszlo today. We're going to talk gaming and tech stuff and do other things, I guess.
Certainly.
What do you got, Jeremy?
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys caught CNN yesterday, the political analyst saying that the other one was a good contributor.
Yeah, can we get that?
Yeah.
Contributor?
It was pretty good. She said cunt
Senate,
like twice.
A couple weeks ago, Harry Boomer here calling National City National shitty. I sent it to Danny.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll get the faux pas that happened on CNN yesterday. Absolutely.
Thank you, boys.
All right. All right, good.
It's a real faux pas.
And of course they won't be fined.
No, of course not.
No, it's not radio.
As long as you make it look like you're slipping. Laszlo, tech stuff. What do we got going on out there? We like when you come in with some of the things that are happening. Did you see the robot girl?
Yeah, robot girl's creepy.
That's creepy, man.
It's creepy because they made her kind of ugly.
First of all, it's ugly. I want pretty robot girl.
Yeah.
They are so fascinated with robots in Japan, and every tech convention that I would go to,
dude, they fucking love robots.
They love
enough with the robots. I don't mind. Make robot shit in mouth of other robots. They'll be the first country to have a robot that cries.
It's just, and it's so disturbing. And they always, like, they have something like 2 foot high. And I'm like, obviously the goal that they're shooting for is a robot that they can fuck.
Of course.
Right.
You know,
Of course.
Yeah. It's a fuckable robot that is underage, too.
That's of course.
Because they made Robot Girl. This thing is supposed to be like a 9-year-old girl. At least take the flashing off the plastic on the eyes. Like, you take it out of the mold, cut the flashing away.
When do you think it becomes a crime if you're, like, having sex with a young robot girl?
The year 2105.
You're right, though. Eventually it will be a crime.
No, I'm just saying, what does it
have?
have to be where people finally go, look, you can't have sex with the underage robot?
Underage robot?
Yeah.
Well, because
when it starts to look way too realistic, or
isn't it a crime to have like cartoons of underage girls? Like,
I think they said that's okay.
No,
I think even if you put underage girl's head on an adult
You're allowed
body, you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, because they said it's almost like.
Because my lawyer told me that teasing, of course.
Your lawyer told you that's what you should have done instead of taking the actual photos.
No, I put the older woman's head on a young girl's body and got in trouble.
Yeah.
I got it all confused.
The thing, the reason I think the Supreme Court actually said that that's not child porn because it's not a real image. It's almost like if that was the case.
Why are you studying this stuff, Jim?
It was on.
There's a lot of Supreme Court cases you could study, my friend.
This is important, Ope.
This one's hot.
No, it was all. It's also like it's something if you depict someone being murdered, you're not actually charging. So to depict someone naked doesn't mean they're actually naked.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I read. Didn't affect my life.
No, of course not.
No.
Yeah, they
Don't go
love
for
their
that shit.
stupid robots, though.
They really
Japan with that stupid Honda robot that
Oh.
walks around at every convention.
Absolutely.
Look, it's walking up a stairs. Is it?
And they always
Fantastic.
issue some press release about how it's going to save on manpower and everything. Meanwhile, you like tap it and the fucking thing falls over. It's useless.
You know what robots are good for? Robots are great when they don't look humanoid. When they're welding chassis at an auto plant or you know, some other factory,
Or vacuuming.
robots are great.
Yeah.
I watch How It's Made on Discovery, and they show you like the dumbest thing. It's like how fucking light bulbs are made. And it's a whole thing on how they make a fucking light bulb, and I'm fascinated. And the machinery that got, like, people just dump in some dry shit, and at the end comes out the product.
Right.
And robots do everything else. But it's not some robot like from the 1930s. Okay, Robbie the robot, build this.
Like Lost in Space.
Yeah, with the useless, like the space on the thing that's being used that isn't necessary.
Yeah.
A voice that isn't necessary.
Yeah. Or the gay ones, it's a mobot.
A brobot.
Or someone hears that joke, it's a boobot. A brobot.
A brobot.
How lame are you as a culture that your whole goal is to make a fake friend?
Well, they are just, like Jimmy said it before, nations that have been defeated in world wars just for some reason have these weird little quirks about them. Germans just love fucking chickens for some reason.
They punish each other sexually. It's a bizarre thing. They punish each other with shit in the mouth, which some people consider a punishment. Others
quite the
consider it
punishment.
400.
I have to tell you, from this, when this merger went down, I got a call from
Merger?
whatever.
You mean this
the
a
bloody
takeover?
Takeover?
Yeah.
The way the fucking Russians merged with all those other countries, with Latvia.
I got a call.
Germany merged with Poland.
Yes.
Right.
We're trying to merge with downtown London.
Right.
Fucking merger.
I was trying to be kind.
It was a merge.
It was a hostile takeover.
Yeah.
No, this merger's good for everyone. Really?
Oh yeah, thanks a lot. It worked out really well. You know what? The fucking Bush stoons they put on the FCC board, right? So they railroad this through. So there's a monopoly now in satellite radio, which I'm sure was awesome.
Hey, this is Laszlo's opinion on the whole thing.
Yes, we think it's fantastic.
That's right.
I'm sure that worked out really great
Drink
for
the
your
Kool-Aid,
contract
drink the Kool-Aid,
negotiations.
drink the
It was
Kool-Aid.
wonderful.
Yes.
As a matter of fact.
I think the problem.
We are so happy to be with this new company.
We are
Honestly,
Japanese robots.
I
That's
was
right.
happy because it's fucking. It's like with all the other technologies, man. I honestly don't think both would have survived. I really don't. I don't think you're gonna have two of them survive. They're both in a toilet anyway. It was like I kind of was happy for
They
it.
kind of had to. I was hoping it would
Without
have
a
been
doubt.
more of a merger than a kind of
there was some-
one-sided thing, because I would have liked to have seen, like, maybe Eric Logan still here and things like that. But, it's the fucking business. What are you going to do?
There were mistakes made at XM.
They called me a month ago, and they said, "Is it Laszlo?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "You have the Technophile?" And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "We've got some unfortunate news. We're not going to run the Technophile anymore." And I said, "That's interesting because I stopped doing it in July of last year."
Yeah. What the?
So I fired you first.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So ha 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 ha.
But I fucking saw that train coming.
Yeah, rolling around the bend.
Yeah,
It's sad. A lot of really talented people are packing boxes today. Really talented guys.
Right.
I
Pack
can't
that
open
box.
my fucking company email anymore because it's another sad email. Well, it's time for me to go try to do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a perfect economy.
I'm going to
to go looking
explore.
for a job in.
Yeah, that's why it's such bullshit. I'm going to explore new opportunities. Really? Have you been watching CNN the last?
it's not a good economy going for jobs in, man, at all.
I'm going to explore.
Literal Jim.
I'm going to explore some new opportunities like food stamps.
Yeah. Let's go to Heather in Jersey talking about the Japanese. I want to talk about the Japanese. They got some weird shit going on. Heather, what do you got?
Hi. I was watching this TV show one time, and they had this show in Japan where it was like an air sex show. It's just all these creepy guys just having sex with air.
With the air? How is that done?
Acting out what they would do if they were with a girl.
So
in
they're
front
just
of all these people. It was the creepiest, most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
So
they're just pumping and like holding an imaginary ass and things like that?
Yeah, exactly.
And if your fetish is like banging old broads, do you go to Arizona? Because dry
I don't
air.
know.
I'm going with a dry air joke.
Whoa. That was comedian Mike Birbiglia right there.
Oh, I looked around knowing it didn't have a chance in hell.
You know what
then
it
I was
was?
going to follow it up with a Seattle joke.
Wow. Let me tell you something. The game over there doesn't have as many wrecks that are as worthy as that one.
Let me say
I
this.
gave it a shot.
This
Yes,
is why I
Jimmy.
didn't do well.
All right.
First and foremost, it wasn't your best
it was
work.
a dry. It was a dry pussy
dude,
joke.
A dry air joke is very difficult to pull off.
It really is. In any environment.
Especially when meandering through it slowly. You didn't rush. You kind of took your time. You peeked around.
You know
a little
why?
bit.
Because I had my eyes go from left to right, going, "All right, guys, look, I know I'm going to get
Not much confidence.
No,
You
not at all.
gotta do with that one. You gotta run into the room and go, guess what I got? But you kind of walked around and went, can I talk to you? Excuse me, talk to you?
Well, have you heard about guys having sex with the air?
No.
That's
That's a new one.
Do you remember in the
isn't it?
80s you'd watch those documentaries and stuff about Japan, and it would show them going to hotels, and they would crawl in like a little tube casket thing? It's like, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah, to save room.
Yeah.
Their hotels, they would just stack them up.
Right.
Like in that Seinfeld episode where they slept in the drawers.
So bizarre.
But
Yeah.
how would they shit and piss?
Doesn't matter. On each other. It was, it's, and then film it and put it
So
on
each
the
bed had a hole in
futuristic.
Wait, they would all be in one room?
No, they're sort of like pods on the wall. Like
Yeah.
they look like that you're opening a dryer door and then you crawl in.
You crawl in,
They
you
still
take
do
a
that?
little nap.
Who
knows?
Who knows?
Who needs that? You'll be tumble drying. Who can sleep?
Who knows? It's the oddest thing. Some of these weird
And the
cultural differences.
The consumer, the video game market over there, we have not even attempted to try to sort it out.
Really?
Because, you think that games like Grand Theft Auto and stuff would sell more there than they would in, Europe or anywhere else, because they have... Like, they're so tech crazy.
To them, that's normal driving. Bumping into shit and running people
like,
over.
the video games that they want,
When they do 20 miles an hour instead of racing.
The video games they want are like little cute marbles that bounce around and go, oh, yeah, no, Pikachu,
Yeah.
Those I don't get those games at all.
A bunch of anime stuff and little creatures that jump and roll, and I don't get it either. But it's everything. It's like, oh, have you seen this? It's from Japan, and it's not released in the U.S. yet. And you look at it and go, I hope it never is.
Right.
It's just garbage.
It's awful. And even the Final Fantasy games, I tried to get into those, but it's like you're fighting, and then there's a slot machine on screen that shows how many thingies you have. I'm just like, what, am I playing in Vegas? What am I doing? I just want to fucking shoot people.
Aren't there phones pretty much ahead of ours, though?
Yeah, they had TV on their phones like in
a long time
72.
ago.
Yeah. They were like so far advanced on that.
Where's their cell phones?
So they could
at
do
now?
fucking upskirts in their trains?
Exactly.
Isn't Finland ahead of even Japan, though?
Finland?
Really?
I think Finland is a hotbed of activity
The
for
Finnish
cell
are
phones.
known.
Look it up. I might have a good fact for once. Yeah, I think they're into their cell phones even more than the Japanese.
Wow.
I think I read that somewhere.
Finland? Is that where
Maybe someone
Nokia
could help
comes
me
from?
out.
I believe
I
so.
believe
They're
so, yeah.
Sweden, maybe.
The Finnish. We got the clip of, what's her name? CNN saying cunt.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is a good clip. Kyra Phillips. She obviously made a mistake, but it's a good one. We're going to turn down your game for a second,
That's
Laszlo.
cool.
I feel like we're doing the show from an old school arcade today.
I know. Oh, you need
Roland
that
Martin.
creepy guy.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to go favorite there. CNN political analyst and
You
Obama
know
supporter.
you love me, Kira.
At least Leslie Sanchez, Republican strategist and CNN political contributor, is always on time.
Cunt contributor.
Nice.
Wow. She blasted her.
Wow.
She sure did.
Wow.
Good girl.
Little
Leslie
catty.
Sanchez, Republican strategist and CNN political contributor, is always on time.
She's like she had Tourette's.
What a place to stutter.
Cunt, bitch, fucking twat, shit, tributor.
Wow.
Would have been funny if she said cunt producer.
Leslie Sanchez, Republican strategist and CNN political contributor, is always on time.
By the way, just that cunt.
Sorry,
cunt.
Leslie.
I ran here. I ran here.
A good man is worth the wait.
Oh, Lord.
See?
Okay,
See?
Leslie. Okay, I'm not taking sides here.
Why are you, they're not even going to acknowledge
They
just said-
do not acknowledge that one.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that just cunt. I could use that on my soundboard.
Oh, wow.
Cunt.
That's yeah.
Consider yourself.
Coint.
Let's say hi to Danny in the Windy City. Danny.
Hey, what's going on? Apparently, they're in Maryland. They're now sending all the registered sex offenders large signs to put up on their doors for Halloween that says "This house has no candy." And I just wanted to see if how you felt about that.
I thought they were actually sending them little pads so they could kneel by the doggy door and stick their dick through it. Yeah. Wow, how do you bomb on a fucking stick your dick through the doggy door joke? I
Because
found
the
a
doggy
way.
door's down below. You're talking about the mail slot.
No, I meant down below. That's why I said the pad for them to kneel on. There's too much thought.
But the doggy door
Not
is
enough
too low.
funny.
Yeah.
It's too low, Jimmy.
If you kneel on the floor and put your dick and balls by the floor, you could absolutely get your cock and balls through a doggy door.
No way.
Now I'm going to fight for this.
I would think, yeah. If you kneel, depends what kind of dog you got. You know, if it's a little fucking Yorkie.
Well, you couldn't stick it through the fucking hole that Tom and Jerry fucking would fight through, but the doggy door.
Hey, Laszlo, back to video games.
Yeah.
What do you think of Spore? A lot of buzz on that Spore game.
I think it's a cool game. It's unfortunate that
I like that people are making penis monsters out of them.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you? Danny made a penis
it allows
monster?
a lot of,
I absolutely did.
Yeah.
It allows a lot of creativity. It's unfortunate that the whole DRM debate is kind of like dragged down people actually being able to have a cool discussion about the game. Because there was that whole deal about on Amazon, people were bringing the rating down to like 1 star because they were upset that you could only install it 3 times on your PC.
Yeah.
And that's really tricky stuff because I've been on both sides of it. You know, on one hand, you want the freedom to install the game as many times as you want, but on the other hand, you don't want somebody to just buy the game, rip it to BitTorrent, and 1 million people download it, and your studio goes out of business.
Yeah. Boy, look at you, corporate shill. What happened to the old lads?
I'll tell you what happened. When I see some
you were like Neo in the Matrix for a while. Now you're just part of the machine.
When I worked for 3 years with a lot of good friends for 3 years on a game, and you see some dirty street urchin selling it a fucking pirated copy for $2, I want to blow his head off.
Yeah, really?
It's like, yeah,
in real life.
it is infuriating.
Yeah,
Danny found some of the
gotcha.
The penis monsters that people build.
That's an awesome penis monster.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, he's moving around and two-toned.
What is BitTorrent?
His hips are his balls, and his body
It's
is
a file sharing protocol.
The rest of the
Yeah.
You get porn?
You can get everything.
Anything.
I've been by it, but I've never been able to download anything. What do you have to get?
Get a computer that you just use for that, first of all.
Right, exactly. And don't put any of your financial records on it.
Yeah. Just get a computer that's just for that. Because it will fuck up your computer.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. There's all kinds of dirty shit being put on viruses and Trojans and, yeah.
Even on a Mac?
A Mac won't be as much of a problem.
Yeah.
Most viruses are written for the PC.
Yeah.
Someone's saying that Spore's a good game, but God, does it get old quick. It's cool starting as a single-cell organism, evolving to space warfare over the internet. Pretty cool. All right.
It's, yeah, I think that's a problem with a lot of games out there. This replayability.
Let's get back to the game. Look at the rain.
That's cool, right?
I've never seen rain like that in a game.
So when we modeled...
Holy shit.
When we modeled... And you see how it puddles in different places
And
on the
reflects,
streets. And
reflects everything.
Reflects
in
the
puddle.
car, reflects the stuff on the sides of the streets.
It looks it doesn't even look like rain. It looks like Barbiglia's head.
Oh,
I can't see.
Oh, wait a minute.
So
I just see Mike.
In Midnight Club Los Angeles, what we did is there are 24-hour day-night cycles. So there's sunsets, sunrises, time passes, and you also have weather conditions. So there'll be fog, there'll be smog, which is common in Los Angeles, as well as rain, and that affects the physics of the car. And all the physics of each car, the physics are modeled specifically on the real car. The real car.
Or whatever, yeah.
They should have once in a very blue moon, just like once in a while. maybe once, maybe it never happens, but one of the guys from San Andreas just jacks your car. It's LA. That'd be hysterical.
This black dude runs up.
Yeah, he just runs up and jacks your car, and you go, "Wait a minute, what just happened?"
Do they ever do that? Like, do the programmers ever fuck with people where they're like, "All right, we're gonna put traffic in once in a while." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something that's completely strange and wouldn't
like an Easter egg or something they put in
the game.
Oh, there's definitely Easter eggs. There's some in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah.
What Easter eggs? What do you mean?
They call them Easter eggs. They're the little things the programmers put in that kind of for their own enjoyment or for
the
for a few
famous
laughs
Easter
from
egg
the people that are playing
with the sex and well, maybe you don't want to talk about that anymore.
That wasn't an Easter egg. That was
yeah, you're right.
That was somebody else's.
That was a
program.
hack, sir.
A hack.
Yeah, that was a hack.
You're right.
That was a hack.
Oopsie. You're right.
Voss did it.
Yeah.
Is there any Easter egg you can think of that? I don't know.
Yeah, what do we got in Grand Theft Auto 4 that people don't know about yet?
I would say go try to break into the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, you'll find something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, go fly the helicopter really close to the Statue of Liberty's face.
Oh, really?
You could do that?
Yeah.
Why don't I play this game?
Because you couldn't get out of the fucking
I kept backing into the fence. I needed my glasses.
Jimmy couldn't get out of like the garage.
Dude, I played Grand Theft parking spot.
Just trying to park the car perfectly.
Jimmy, I will come over and get you out.
Make my yogurt!
Oh, hey.
I would love to learn how to play that game
I'll help
properly.
you get out of it because you were right there where Roman picks you up from the ship and you just...
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You didn't even get out of the...
No, Roman showed up and I made myself a war helmet. Couldn't help it. So oniony and good.
Ball. We got a BitTorrent guy doesn't pay for anything anymore.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
You know,
I know some people that only use BitTorrent.
Yeah.
I was like
every movie.
I was like, I had a copy of Photoshop for Windows, but then I got the whole suite, the whole CS for my Mac. I really don't need my Windows Photoshop anymore, so I gave it to Patrick and my sister. And then I was like, yeah, I think I got that for Windows. And my friend goes, oh, I don't need that. BitTorrent. Boof! There it is. Fucking the newest version of Photoshop. Right there, which is, how much does a version of Photoshop go for?
It's not cheap.
It's, a lot of fucking money. And there it is, just for anybody to latch onto. There's like 8 things downloading at a time. I'm like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Just fucking amazing.
You can do that with bread too. Like you just go in stores and just take it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Take the bread.
You just take it and you walk out of the store with
and
it.
You leave.
Yeah.
Laszlo, what's up with the new GTA? Obviously, you guys have any thoughts on it yet?
We're working
I know
on,
it's very early, but...
Well, no, we're working on mission packs right now for Grand Theft Auto 4. So there's an episode 1 that'll be coming out in the next few months. That'll be more missions and a bunch of other content. So
it'll be years before a whole brand new game comes out.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it took almost 4 years to do GTA 4 from the beginning of the code.
It's a solid game.
So we're going to use the Grand Theft Auto 4 world of Liberty City, but have new missions and new characters and stuff like that.
How many has it sold, GTA 4?
It was the...
Got to be 10, 20 copies. Remember!
Because don't they become obsolete? Like, 3 probably doesn't sell much anymore, right?
Actually, a few of those still do sell. I mean, there's a lot of people that still have PlayStation 2s, or PlayStation 2 is quite inexpensive, or they've always, they see it at the store brand new for $19.99, so they're like, oh, I've always wanted to play that game.
See, I missed the good bit. I was like, 10 or 12 copies, perhaps more than.
Please take your hands off the glass, please. Just speak into the phone.
Hey, our listeners are also lawyers, and they want to try to keep us out of trouble. So we got Todd in Detroit. Todd, is it cold in the D?
Got to be cold in the D.
Very cold in the D, boys.
All right.
I'm very far from being an attorney. Maybe a criminal, criminal defense attorney. I could be a jailhouse attorney. But you guys are putting out that BitTorrent site. You guys have got to remember to change you got to use an anonymous IP address. Otherwise, Paramount Pictures and all these other organizations, hey, by the way, Laszlo, big fan, can
Thanks.
come back and sue you for the stuff that you downloaded. So be
Oh, yeah, of
change
course.
your IP address.
I think everyone knows about, theft of software.
Sure.
How do you
hide my
disguise
IP
that?
address? How do you do that?
There's programs.
There are programs that will do
You can
it.
do that?
Just spoof it, yeah. Just like you can spoof your caller ID, so that you can make a phone call to somebody and scream cunt into the phone, and it'll say that...
show it's somebody's mom.
Oh,
It's
really?
mom.
Yeah.
But then actually it is mom.
The
it'll
caller
show.
ID is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll show that E-Rock did it and not you.
Yeah. Get him in trouble.
All right, we should take a break.
Alrighty. Good. I gotta make wee-wees.
We got to make wee-wees, Laszlo.
I don't know if I really need to be part of it.
Yeah, why not? We do it together now.
Sure.
We put our cockheads together and see who can piss each other back.
Yeah, after I heard about
Docking.
Anthony
Put
trying
this
to
back.
pee on stupid Bob
fucking
Kelly.
Bob Kelly. Bob Kelly's in the stall next to me, just taking a leak. I'm taking a leak, and I start laughing because I convey to Robert the story of how Jimmy would piss underneath the partition, and I would just laugh my ass off. But what Jim would do, Jim would just like flick his dick a little, I guess, and make a little. Like, just a little stream of piss would go over on my side, and I'd be like, you fucking asshole. Bobby just pissed all over the floor of my stall, like, underneath, and didn't stop. I'm like, Bob! And this huge puddle of piss is rolling all along the floor of my stall.
And we wonder why that place stinks.
And he's just laughing like an idiot. And I was too, because it was hysterically funny.
You got
and I'm trying to I'm trying to piss, but put my feet way back, like by the door, so it didn't splatter on my shoes or my glasses. My shoes and glasses. So I'll have them.
All right, quick break. We'll continue. Mike, thanks for the participation today. It's been great.
Listen,
why are you so quiet?
I don't know anything about video games.
When was the
I'm just
last
trying
video
to
game you
absorb.
played? I don't play a lot, but
many years ago, I played like the first Nintendo.
Oh boy, what was the last game you really played?
I'm serious. I'm really good at Tetris. I'm not kidding. I got Tetris Head, and that was the last
Tetris.
thing. Yeah, and that's the last thing I did. I'm sorry, and it's offensive.
It's not offensive.
That's why I'm not speaking up about it.
My gaming,
I'm impressed. I think it's
my
great.
gaming's all over the place. It's GTA 4 and Tiger Woods. It couldn't be more opposite.
Last time I was here, we were that famous wrestler. I didn't know that guy. I didn't know anything about that.
We try to book you with people you have no clue about. Is what we.
And then
wait, what famous? Hold on, what famous wrestler? JBL was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty famous.
Yeah.
All right, you got to turn on the TV. I'm thinking.
Yeah, but I got
enough
of
with the sleepwalking. Watch some TV.
Got a lot of issues.
He's a busy
if I
man.
did this, I would fucking jump out a.
Wouldn't you want to play this? Look at this. This Midnight Run, Los Angeles.
Club. You know what happens
Midnight
too?
Club,
When
sorry,
you finally, you don't really go to sleep after you play that. You kind of just pass out playing it.
Yeah.
You end up going to bed
And you
and you
live it.
shut your eyes and you're seeing the shit.
Yeah.
And then when you're really driving, like driving into work, you start kind of making moves like in the game, and you're thinking ahead like that. And
Because you're confused that it's not a game anymore.
Yeah.
And you don't get the pleasure waking up with
Yeah.
very, very dry, ridiculous eyes. That
This
don't
is what the
focus.
game makers want to hear.
Yeah.
This is my concern about a game like this. Is like, if you don't like driving that much, you're not gonna like the hyped up driving game. You know what I mean? Like,
But it's not called sitting in traffic on the
Right.
drive home.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I play that every day. I like the graphics. They look really good out my windshield. And the bad guys, I could call them names.
Yeah, how could you not enjoy driving a car over 200 miles an hour on the streets of Los Angeles?
I got hit.
Yeah.
I got hit by a drunk driver like 2 years ago, and it
Aw.
scarred me on driving.
Really?
Wait,
was necessary.
Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it.
What happened?
No, I got T-boned. I was like 1 in the morning.
I like
making a
T-bone.
turn. I got T-boned driver's side.
Oh, fuck.
Literally spun my car around. It was like those Volkswagen ads where you're like,
holy shit.
I guess I'm dead.
Farfenhugen!
And then I was like,
You started singing da da da.
and then I was like, oh, I'm dead. And then I realized that I wasn't dead, and I was like, oh, I'm paralyzed. I'm gonna have a lot fewer friends.
You got to go through the flow chart of fucking injury.
Yeah,
I'm dead. I'm paralyzed. Okay, nothing.
And then I went through kind of the psychological, like, oh, I'm paralyzed. I'm gonna have fewer friends thought, and I'm not saying that if you're paralyzed, you should have fewer friends. I'm just saying
you should have no friends. You should have nothing but a bird and a hat.
No. And then the guy literally, I hear nothing, and then I hear the car skid out and drive away.
Oh,
the cops show up, and the cops show up, and they're like, "What happened?" And I'm dazed, and I'm like, "Well, this guy hit me," and then he drove away, and they go, "He didn't get too far," and they point around the corner. He had turned the corner at the light and driven into a wall.
Good.
Which means it was a hit and run and hit.
Yeah, get any money from him?
And no, as a matter of fact, after all this litigation, I ended up I paid $8,000 for his car.
Why?
Because
you're a hell of a negotiator, Mike.
Jesus, a drunk guy.
I drive a hard bargain.
A drunk guy hits you, and you paid for his car.
I swear to God.
That's nice.
Insurance companies are such cocks.
Yeah.
Why? Every accident I've been in
California state law, if they find you at fault, even if the other guy's been drinking, it was in the police report that he was drunk. He
was
like
it your
alcohol.
fault? Did you blow a light or something?
No, I made a right turn, and technically, if he wasn't speeding or breaking a law and no one witnessed that,
oh boy,
then I could have seen him, and thus I'm at fault.
Okay, so what you're saying is you made a right turn and didn't look.
Yeah, well, that's what they think. Anthony, that's
wow,
what
how
they
does that
think.
happen?
It can happen.
Fuck. And the guy's drunk and you have to pay.
Yeah. $8,000.
Wow. You got my divorce lawyer. Is what happened.
All right, let's take a break finally. Laszlo, more tech talk in just a bit. Stay there.
It's such a great movie.
Having a good show today. We got Mike Birbiglia in studio. He's doing that one-man show, right, Mikey?
That's right. Sleepwalk with me. It's at the Bleecker Street Theater for the next at least a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How do they get tickets?
Just go to MikeBirbiglia.com if they want. They probably link through the O&A site. And there's a discount of some kind on tickets on my website, so they should do that.
What's the discount? If you can prove that you were one of the boors, you can.
Wow! I feel like that was an elaborate setup.
Oh, yeah, well. All right, I'll be there opening night, November 11th. One of your guys was telling me. I'll definitely check it out.
That's awesome.
And now we got Laszlo too. Wow, Midnight Club here.
Midnight Club Los Angeles.
Yeah. And
comes out on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday.
Wow, look at the sun. That's fucked up, bro. The sun is kind of like shining over a mountain, but you know what I mean? Look at that.
That's the new Camaro?
Is that the new Camaro?
Yeah.
Looks like Mulholland Drive.
I believe it is, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, we modeled all of
The kid's good. The kid's good.
Well, you're L.A. Jimmy these days.
Yeah, they call me fucking Jimmy Law. I mean, you find me a street in L.A., especially Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah.
The only thing
joke would kill on the West Coast.
The only thing we didn't model is... do you notice how many homeless people are in Santa Monica? It is like...
I've only never been to Santa Monica, just the Boulevard.
It is...
Seriously.
Really?
In West Hollywood, yeah.
I've never seen... It's like where homeless people go to retire. It's like Florida for homeless people. They're fucking everywhere. You can't even eat at an outside restaurant, and there's people like constantly, every 10 seconds, come by and begging.
Really?
And they won't... Whatever the liberal douchiness is out there, they won't fucking kick them to the curb or slit the throats. Get rid of them or something.
There's a big drop-off in handling there. They won't politely ask them to leave or cut their throats like lambs.
They're a bit too liberal out there on the West Coast.
You need a Patrick Bateman to walk around there.
Yeah, right.
Boy, excuse me, let me explain to you.
Oh, yes, James.
He's putting his headphones on. He's serious now.
Yes,
Patrick
James
Bateman,
Norden.
I won't watch the fucking movie because...
In the book.
There's a scene in the movie, right, where he attacks a homeless guy?
Uh-huh.
But in the movie,
yes,
does he step on the dog's legs?
He stomps the dog to death.
Does he insult the guy racially?
I believe he... no, I don't think racially. I think he insults him as a filthy, piece of shit.
No,
but I don't think racially.
It's brutal.
Which he probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he cuts his eyes, he blinds him.
See, they don't go into the detail
American
like that.
Psycho.
He just kills him. I believe, he stab him or some shit, and then he
is there
stomps
a gay
the
guy
dog.
walking a Shar-Pei that he attacks?
No.
There's a great scene in the book where this gay guy's walking to Sharpay and he's flirting with Bateman, and he's stressing the way he kept saying Sharpay, or like swishing through it. And he went to pet the dog, and I forget what he did, but he guts the fucking dog, and the dog is so shocked it just runs around chasing its own entrails.
Oh
for
my!
a few
I would
seconds.
fucking love to
It's
see
a
little Dexter
really
do that.
Graphic.
Oh, would that be great?
Fucking.
I got to read the book now. The movie was amazing. So,
But I've only seen moments when you fucking read the book. You'll say, wow, that movie was a great piece of Disney work. Do you understand? In the fucking book, he takes a drill and he nails a girl to a board and he drills her fucking teeth out with a drill and he maces her and fucks her mouth.
Awesome.
Holy shit.
So then I maced her again. He fucked her mouth, her toothless mouth, after he fucking knocked it out with a drill.
Wow. All right, that could be a
He hooked a fucking
must-read.
car battery up to a fucking hooker's nipples. Her tits turn like brown, smoldered.
Some of this stuff gives me bad dreams.
Jimmy's trying to turn us into queers.
Why?
Because readings for queers, we established that on our show, and now it looks like we have to read the book.
Might have to read this
Dude,
one.
American Psycho, I've read a few times. It's a really good book.
If reading's for queers, then what are we going to do about Jimmy's book that's coming out?
Oh, nice.
Fucking A, man.
That's a good
not
one.
yet, though, but it'll be out soon. It's written.
Look at you.
It's ready to go.
I was in Boston
novel.
last weekend, and that's where I grew up. And I went to St. Mary's School at Shrewsbury, like a Catholic school, and they brought me. Someone from the school brought me a library book. It was a Hardy Boys hardcover that I had my name in from 1986.
Wow,
that I had
really?
taken out. Yeah, it's a really nice gift.
Hardy Boys, in the case of the broken window and the collapsed person on the fucking bushes underneath it. Long way to go for a sleepwalking joke that wasn't even that good. Had to have been shorter.
All right, I like how you used the long way to go to make everyone understand the joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought we were just talking.
I could have said anything.
I didn't realize it was a joke.
The Hardy Boys and the mystery of the felched cadaver ass.
Yeah. You know, it was a great one. Do you guys remember the blood? You guys remember the Bloodhound Gang on 321 Contact?
I love the Bloodhound Gang.
I was YouTubing that the other day. I can't even believe that I was entertained by that as a child. It
Wherever
was like,
there's trouble, they're there on the double.
right.
Oh.
Do you guys remember that? And
I do remember it.
Nope.
I was a little,
the plots
older.
are great to watch on YouTube because they're so simplistic. They're listening to the radio and they're like, someone's stolen a mummy. And they're walking down the street, they're like, there's a mummy.
No explanation.
Yeah. It's just complete coincidence. There's the mummy.
I have this weird thing with mummies.
Ooh, dude.
Where I'm just obsessed with beating the shit out of one and then fucking it.
An old, dried out mummy?
Only because when they buried him, no one in his family saw this coming.
Especially so long afterwards.
Like, let it go.
It's like the guy's fine for thousands of years.
Yeah.
You'd have to
And
drill.
then you fuck him thousands of years later.
You'd drill into his ass like dust and powder would come out.
Yeah.
Is this a silly joke, though, or is this for real? I mean, do you really want to fuck a mummy?
I certainly do. I think somebody drilled him recently, Sam.
Oh, jeez,
Gypsy.
Yeah, but mummies have already gone through a lot. I mean, that's
all there is. We don't care.
They pull the brains out through the nose.
Why
with a
continue
hook.
the bit?
Oh. Yeah, there's a whole thing of mummification where they pull the brains out. First they scramble them up and then like yank them out the nose, and then they take the organs out and put them in jars.
And they eat the placenta.
Really?
And then they
Nice.
run for president.
Then they fuck them.
Wow.
Oh, damn. It's topical.
Speaking of the presidential race, we got this.
Oh.
Here's an email from Mary. I keep thinking of one person whenever I hear Sarah Palin speak, the mom from the cartoon Bobby's World.
Okay, now the heels are on, the gloves come off.
For love and misery, hon, I just don't have time for these gee golly false alarms.
That's less than truthful.
Oh, that does it there now.
There's been a lot of interest in what I read lately.
I don't think this is such a Jim Dandy idea, Bill.
Is this your average hockey mom?
Oh, I suppose you're right.
Where do they go?
You know?
Yeah, you know what? In response,
Oh, for the love of...
so good.
I've never heard of that cartoon.
No, I haven't either, but it's your...
Ferris Bueller's on line 1.
Yeah. Have you guys? There's a good website called Sarah Palin in the White House.
Yeah.
And it's and if you click on it, it has all different audio cues, and it's a lot of stuff like that. It's good.
Oh, a little soundboard type thing?
Soundboard, yeah.
Yeah, soundboard's great. Good to make phone calls with. Prank phone calls.
Are you guys complaining about the seats out there?
Oh, they're ass hurters, aren't they?
I just heard these
like Jimmy.
fucking seats. Well, we got bleachers out there, you know. All right.
These bleachers suck.
Yeah.
I guess they wanted. They said, what could our fucking animal listeners not break or cut into or, you know,
Pick up and throw through the window.
Yeah, just something. Because, you know, if it was a cushioned seat, they'd be like, shit, Stalker Patty's cunt was here.
Then they would,
hi, guys.
Then they would just pee in it.
Like piss in it.
Mark their territory.
Yeah, cut a hole in it and fuck it.
Right. Just because they can.
Yeah.
Burn it with their lighters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, fuck yeah, there'd be a fire.
If they wanted something our listeners couldn't break, they would have just put an 80 on the IQ chart.
That's very funny.
Thank you.
Let's say hi to Chris and Jersey.
Snarky.
You know, Jimmy's a fucking asshole. Just quoting message
I know,
voice now.
spelling Jimmy with a G.
Let's go to Chris and Jersey. Chrissy. Chris.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Hi, you're on the air, sir.
He's talking into the ear part.
About American Psycho.
Yes, sir.
In the beginning, when I started reading the book, and at first he's just talking about clothes for the first half of the book.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But when he stuck the knife in the 5-year-old's neck,
I forgot about that.
Oh, that's in the book, too?
He murders a child in a zoo.
They never do that in books.
Of course. In a zoo.
Stephen King
Even in
is
books.
great with killing kids.
He was
but-
talking about this woman
They
in
did
the
in this
zoo,
one?
right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that she was a homely Jewish woman. And didn't he get the kid over to him by going...
he was hiding behind the garbage can.
Yeah.
And then he made some noises, so the kid came over, and then he just stuck the fucking knife right in his neck.
Yeah, and he goes, would you want some candy or something? Or
Oh, and then he says, I'm a doctor, and he disappears and then comes back and says, I'm a doctor, let me see if I can help him.
And he just watches the kid die.
Wow. All right, that's a must read.
I forgot all about that. It's called
Pretty
Zoo,
twisted.
I think. Or Child at Zoo, that chapter.
Right on. Thanks, Chris. Jamie in Delaware. Jamie.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, man.
Hey, I wanted to see, you guys were talking about the video game stuff, and I didn't hear any talk of Call of Duty 5.
Yes, eagerly awaiting it. Someone's supposed to be sending me a beta token or some shit. So,
You
I'll,
can pick that up, I think, eBay.
yeah.
Also, if you go to GameStop and pre-register or pre-order, you can they'll email you a...
I'm much too important. I should get it the day it
Pronto.
the day before it comes out.
That's right. Hey, Laszlo, what do you know about Call of Duty 5? Anything?
No, I thought it was coming out relatively soon.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
like November or something.
Call of Duty was such a great game.
It's just a lot of fun. Like, get on there with your friends and just fucking talk shit. Really fuck up people. Get them pissed by stabbing them. Really good interactive online game. Really like that one. That's when I had no furniture or anything.
Yeah.
I had my beanbag chair. Wasn't even mine. It was a Mets beanbag chair. And it was the TV that Tom Chiasano had gotten us for doing the Panasonic reads. And my 360. So I just sat there in what would end up being my dining room on the floor in the beanbag with a glass of wine, just playing Call of Duty 4 for hours on end with stupid Bob Kelly and stupid Dane Cook and stupid Danny and the rest of the stupid team we would play with.
We've come a long way, my friend.
It's so much fun playing those kind of games when you're buzzed. And,
yeah.
The more you drink, you start like there are GTA 4 missions that I cannot get past because I always play shit faced, and then the next day I'll wake up and I'll go blast right through it because you get a bit of a drink on and you're just walking down the street with a shotgun, just fucking shooting everybody, and you get shot to pieces because you're like too much of an idiot to get behind cover.
I wanted to go to your house and punch you in the face for that fucking remote control helicopter mission. I flew real remote control helicopters, and I couldn't get through that fucking mission.
You're talking about Vice City, aren't you?
Yeah, with the bombs in the building, and you had to fly in and like, what did you have to take the bombs out or some shit, and then go up the stairwells And then the bad guys are shooting at your stupid remote control helicopter and it starts smoking.
That was a nightmare.
That
was the
mission,
hardest
and the worst part of it was I didn't just completely get fucked on the mission. I'd almost make it. You just make. When I see that clock ticking on any game, I'm like, timed mission. I suck. I'm never gonna do this.
And you have an anxiety attack.
Yeah, I'm like looking at the
clock.
time.
Yeah.
And you're trying to be careful, but you can't be too careful or time will run out. My rotors are hitting the walls.
That's every GTA game ends. Yeah, a mission I can't do.
And then the races.
What
Any
year?
race where I have to fucking even come in third, I cannot beat the computer at a race. It's much too good. So I started doing things where I'm piling like tanks in front of the other cars before the race starts, and that wasn't working. Like I expel more energy. Expend more energy.
The game doesn't acknowledge that you just did that sometimes. Like I just spent an hour putting tanks in the way.
Look,
Come on,
get through tank.
And they don't even acknowledge that. All of a sudden they just disappear. Like, come on.
I'm mad.
And some people express some frustration about some of the racing things. So what we did in GTA 4 is you can actually punch out the window and just drop grenades out the window.
Thank you. That's a good idea.
That's what you want to do.
What was the mission where you had to land the helicopters on the car? That was the one that drove me fucking nuts. And I loved that game until that point, and then I had to give up. I just had to give up.
Oh, it's probably you're talking about the one on the PSP.
Yeah. Hey, another great. Oh, Rob, we had you on hold here. What's up, Rob?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Rob.
Hey there, Rob.
The book American Psycho. I'm the only one in my family who really reads anything, and my little brother came up to me and asked what I was reading, and I had him read a paragraph out loud so that he would understand a little bit about the book.
American Psycho and Little Brother.
Yes. Well, he was 15, so it's not like he's 8. But,
Get the Fast Times references.
I don't know if I don't know if Norton remembers this part in particular, but it's just like something that was mentioned in passing, and it just like blows my mind, the little things in the book. It was about his locker in the gym, and he just mentions offhandedly that he has 3 vaginas at the bottom of it and a ribbon tied around his favorite one.
I don't remember that, but
really?
He cut out vaginas.
They gotta let teenagers read these books though in school, because I think kids would get to be better readers. If
If it was an interesting subject matter.
Scarlet Letter.
Yeah, who
Hester
cares?
Prynne, fuck someone.
Well, I want to read.
Donkey shit in her mouth was awful.
What do I? Wuthering Heights. Give me 3 vaginas in a fucking locker.
Exactly. 3 cunts in a fountain.
All right, punching out, guys.
Right on. Let's say hi to Mike in California. Mike.
Hey, I just wanted to call and say that the same people who made Call of Duty 5 made Call of Duty 3, and Call of Duty 3 sucked.
So we shouldn't get excited about Call of Duty 5, is what you're saying.
I'm taking this caller's word for it, and I shan't even play it.
The same people who made Call of Duty 2 made Call of Duty 4, and that was way better.
I don't like the fact that they skip a generation each time.
Yes.
Or that you know that.
With different
It's
people.
a different third-party maker,
Yeah, but maybe they learned a thing or two since Call of Duty 3.
Yeah, hopefully they learned from Call of Duty 4, but Call of
Stop
Duty
saying
3
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty 1 was just Call of Duty.
The Call of Duty 2 to Call of Duty 4. You can call it Call of Duty, but you doesn't have to call it Johnson.
Tomorrow we're doing all those songs. Novelty songs. We're building a whole
I heard
catalog.
of one. I'm not going to say what it is, but it has to be, and I haven't heard it.
Well, we can play it right now just to get people
Whet
excited
everybody's
for tomorrow.
appetite?
Yes.
Where is it, E-Rock?
I can't imagine how awful this has to be.
It's going to be good. You shouldn't judge.
I bet he murders it.
There's a girl, Abigail.
Yeah.
Welcome to the wonderful world of pedophilia. Thanks a lot, Quince.
Takes a little fucking a little girl's bedspread off of her.
Yeah. Oh, Detective Monahan.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
Okay. All right, we got something we have to play for everybody. We're gonna do a bunch of these tomorrow. Just horrible novelty songs that actually, were popular.
Yeah, right. They were terrible though.
We're the bloodhound.
This is
How do you like my new cigar? What color is that? Hey, apricot, of course.
Why, of course, apricot.
Of course. It goes with my eyes. Very, very few people can wear apricot.
Can I borrow it sometime?
No, I'm sorry, you may not.
Why not?
Because I just told you, I'm the only one who can wear apricot.
You walked into the party like you were walking on to a yacht. Come on.
All right, this is fantastic. If you didn't know any better, I would swear like we did this song.
What is that from?
Where did this come from? I need a history of this. 'Cause
I've never heard this
This is Jack Klugman singing "You're So Vain."
And I like the fact that he mentions the yacht because that girl's ass was so flat on his.
On a yacht. I slid your ass under the door.
My cock was a brush and your ass was an easel.
Was he supposed to be like talking with Felix Unger there?
Oh yeah, Tony,
about that.
Yeah, Tony's in here.
Oh, they mentioned
Is it Tony Randall?
They
Yeah.
probably play the fucking Odd Couple clip first, so you're like, oh, he's so vain. He probably thinks this song is
about
him.
So he's singing.
Probably to Felix.
You were walking on to a yacht. Your hat strategically dipped below one eye. Your scarf it was apricot.
Yes, apricot.
You had
fuck.
in the mirror.
I got that feeling.
Watch yourself gavot.
That was funny.
The girls dreamed that they'd be a popular.
They'd have a flat ass.
You're so vain.
What are you saying? What are you talking
You
about?
probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think the song is about you.
I don't know. I don't know. I think you're going crazy.
Oh my God! Holy fucking cock!
This is funny.
That's the original mix too.
Funny.
They're just
Can't
drowning him in
take it.
music.
What an awful mix that is.
Yeah, well, they're
Who's
covering
the
up a world
poor
of hurt.
fucking musicians that are like, what am I doing today? What am I doing? Oh yeah, you got to lay down. You're so vain.
Yeah.
Gonna do like an orchestra type mix of it. All right. Yeah. What's this for? The two guys that do the Odd Couple. Yeah, Felix and Oscar are gonna sing it. Oh, great.
You know, they're sitting there playing, and they're like, "Oh, so this is the fucking bottom of my career. Brilliant."
Yeah, I was hoping to go on tour with the Stones because they needed extra musicians, but instead I got this shit.
Song is about you. Don't you? Why didn't I? No.
This is funny, the mix, though.
Oh, yeah, it's hysterical.
We got to say goodbye to Mike before we finish with the song.
Mike?
We're losing Mikey.
Already?
MikeTheBigLear.com for tickets for the one-man show.
I've never had to do this, but I have to do tech for my own show, like with lighting.
Oh, wow,
It's gonna
really?
be a hit, Mikey.
They hang lights and
You got to do
You
lighting?
gonna come, Jimmy?
Yeah, I can't tonight, but I will. Sure.
Do you have lighting people?
Yeah, we have a lighting designer, we have a set designer, we have a sound designer. I mean,
Can't they get somebody that's like your height and stand there and aim the light at him?
Yeah, but
Actually, you go and send the guy that they would have standing there here.
Mike's a
And we'll
control
just hang
freak.
with him. Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? Are you going to be running the lights and everything? You're going to run up with the spotlight, move it over a little, walk into it.
I'm involved.
You're so vain.
Yeah, maybe it's
I bet you think these lips are for your shoes.
Next time I come in, I want to play these. We've been videoing people's sleep stories, and I gave some to Ope, the audio clips. But people have really good stories. Like there was this guy.
Really?
Yeah, because
Stories.
when we video him at the shows, people, this guy and his girlfriend were in Australia, and they'd just seen a kangaroo, and this guy woke up, and he
was fucking it.
He was punching his girlfriend in the face.
Awesome.
In his sleep. And she was like, no, and then this one girl was talking about how she was sleep filleting her boyfriend.
Wow.
You can say
Nice.
blowjob here. You can say blowjob.
Yeah.
Sleep filleting.
I prefer filleting, actually. Opie.
Yeah, sleep filleting.
All right.
But
So she was like sleepwalking, but she was blowing the guy.
that's right, on a consistent
great.
basis. And what was awkward about it was that they hadn't been dating that long, and so it was like a very forward thing. And then what made it worse is that she wasn't finishing, so she'd she'd fall back to sleep in the middle of it.
Oh, you smack her
so
in the
he'd
face.
Be, like,
Wake up.
thrilled, and then it would, and it'd be a
Wake
letdown.
up, you tease.
Yeah, awful sleep breath on your dick.
Wonderful. Nice.
People have a lot of good stories. Sleep eating. People wake up.
I've sleep humped, where it's like,
You wake up like, what the
you wake up and you
fuck?
just grind it on fucking girl, and She's trying to sleep.
Yeah,
it's like, let me.
Your face is in the crib.
Sorry, I was asleep. What are you doing?
Yeah, but sometimes it's a pillow, sometimes it's the air. You're like, what am I doing?
I've never done that. Not with a pillow.
Never
or
woke
air
up like humping the air, going, "What the fuck is this about?"
Yeah, I woke up jacking off.
Have you really?
Yeah, that's always good.
That's a little uncomfortable.
Was he mad?
Wow.
It's kind of cool. Look, I taped Conan last night. It's coming on Friday, and I was telling my story, and I really do. He said, "Well, how do you deal with it?" I said, "I sleep in a sleeping bag." And Conan actually in the segment got up and he acted out sleeping in a sleeping bag, and it was.
But you really do.
Yeah.
Zipped up.
Yeah, it's like from Eastern Mountain Sports, like
I've seen that. It's almost like
light summer.
It's shaped like an oldie time coffin.
Yeah.
So when you travel, you show up at the hotel like, "Yep, got my sleeping bag."
No, you know what's worse than that is I have to stay on the first floor. I have to call my agent, and for a long time I didn't talk about this. It was like a secret because I was really embarrassed about it. My agent would call ahead and he'd be like, "Mike has to stay on the first floor." And then inevitably they'd be like, "Why?" And he'd be like, "'Cause that's what Mike Birbiglia wants." And then I'd show up and these people kind of hate me because I had these insane requests that they didn't understand.
But you just didn't want to plummet to your death.
Yeah.
Walking out on the
Honestly.
balcony or something. And
Yeah, and a lot of times at hotels, they don't have a ground floor, and I'm explaining, I'm like, this is really complicated, but I actually can't stay on a higher floor.
what if you just, like, tied something to your hand?
Yeah, like a fucking anvil. Or an anchor.
Yeah, an anchor. He brings an anchor in every
I
time.
think actually being in New York for my show this fall, I'm actually going to get to stay at home for a while, so I'm going to put a little alarm on my door. My bedroom
Jesus.
door.
That's a nightmare.
It's insane.
Do you think your wife ever wakes up in the middle of the night, looks over at her husband in a sleeping bag, and just goes, "What did I do?
what happened?
I need to get some of that."
I'm married a man who's always camping.
Hey, Mike, which one can we play real fast before we get out of here?
I'm trying to think.
Blowjob, nipple, cut toe, fire,
The
kangaroo.
nipple one is crazy, actually.
You want to play that
You
one?
ever get people telling you that they wake up and they're urinating?
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
We have literally, we're going to do a montage of those on YouTube.
That
because we have,
happens to me in
15.
hotels. I walked out into the hall in Germany and I was urinating in the hall.
Well, five guys ran up and filmed it.
A bunch of Germans.
Yeah.
I used to, more when I was a kid, if I dreamt that I was taking a piss, I would be pissing the bed.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was a bedwetter or anything. It was once.
I think that's the classification of a bedwetter.
Well,
wetting
I was
pissing the bed.
Not
kind of
once.
defined it.
It wasn't every time.
They don't bring in socioeconomic factors. If you piss the bed, you're a bedwetter.
No, bedwetter is somebody who is wetting the bed consistently.
Yes.
It never got to the stage where you had to have plastic sheets.
All right, put it this way: if I would have sucked one dick, would I be gay?
Let's hope not.
Of course,
right? Maybe that's not a good example. No, if you're dreaming that you're taking a leak, you're taking a leak. But if I dream now that I'm taking a piss and you wake up, the first thing I think is, "Oh shit, did I do it?" And you kind of got to feel down there and check, and you're like, "All right, I've matured, I guess. I know when it's a dream or not."
Yeah.
And I realize I shit myself.
Exactly, and you're coming instead.
We got to bring it up again. Is there anything better than having cumsies in the middle of the night?
Fucking wet dreams rule. Wet dreams rule.
Dude, you got to hold out until you make cumsies in your pants while you're sleeping. It is amazing.
Dude, I never did that.
It is the most amazing thing.
My dick wants to fucking relax in my sleep. I was so abusive to it. It's like a piece of knotted rope. My dick hibernates when I'm fucking sleeping.
When you
crawls
stick
into
your
the
dick
corner like a rape shower.
Yeah, it actually
Dream
my
Girl.
hand.
when you're with Dreamy Girl and you stick your dick in, it fucking physically feels like you are having sex.
It's the best.
It's
pussy
amazing
ever.
that your mind can conjure that up while you're sleeping. Yeah. Why the fuck can't you focus that or take that part of your mind? Because it's only in your head when you're awake or just kind of laying down relaxing and have that type of physical response where you feel your dick sliding into a wet pussy.
You can, and it's called a Japanese robot.
Japanese robot. All right.
Bringing it right around.
Order one.
Nothing better than dream pussy.
I worked with one for a long time in the autopsy room.
How long you think it takes?
You're so vain.
How many days you think you have to hold out to get dream pussy? Is there?
Fucking hey, dude, it's got to be a couple weeks.
You think it's got to be
at least a couple of weeks, and
I
not
can't
even
go that long.
Not even no.
So
Fuck
I mean,
that.
a week would
Couple
be
weeks.
really tough, but it's no.
It's like one day
What do
without
people think?
coming is a day without sunshine.
It really is like walking
You
on
gotta shoot a load a day. It's good for your prostate.
and it gets the demons out.
Yeah, it
It's a
gets the
good
demons
pre-show
out.
kind of thing.
We like to call
Yeah.
it the poison, Laszlo. You got to get the poison out.
Get it out.
I'm just really into watching this game. Midnight Club, Los Angeles. All right, hey, here's Mike Birbiglia's nipple thing from the website.
It's not me.
But someone telling
We've been
a
collecting sleep stories.
a sleep story.
I started actually scratching myself in my sleep. So one time, probably 5 years ago maybe, I woke up and I had bloody fingernails, and I noticed that I had almost torn off my own nipple.
Oh.
It was kind of flapping and bleeding. So I had to sleep with socks over my hands, rubber banded, so that I wouldn't scratch myself.
His whole life's a puppet show.
It's actually not.
You guys are a bunch of creeps. You really are, man. Oven mittens and gloves and socks.
I told these guys
sleeping
before.
bags.
Those oven mitts are for the dog.
For a while, I would sleep in mittens, so I couldn't open the sleeping bag.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not just take the mittens off?
Because they were taped to his hands, I think, or something.
You know,
Why did I take them off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
How
why
do you
wouldn't
sleep like
take them
that?
off?
I can't sleep in my king bed with the AC on.
Yeah.
How do you sleep
Isn't
in a
that
sleeping
hot?
bag?
No. It's like a thin summer one. It's like almost like a sheet.
I would fucking love to hear fire, and watch you just fumbling.
Mike,
what would you do?
Must be awful. In
What
a
would you
sleeping
do if
bag.
there was a fire?
Exactly.
Mike, what would you do?
Well, what
in the
I've
sleeping bag?
actually
Hop out?
there've been times where I've had dreams where I've hopped out in my sleeping bag.
Mike,
Not,
So
How do
if
you
there was a
piss?
fire, you could just hop out like a bunny.
How do you
fuck
I
your
have to
chick?
wake up. I have to open it up and then I unzip it. And
Mike,
I walk
Mike, it's
out.
obvious. It's obvious you're in hell. Do you want us to take you out back and shoot you? Just get it over
that
with.
is
Like,
Candy's
hell of a-
dog and of mice and
Yeah,
men.
right.
Jesus.
I'm actually diagnosed. It's actually.
all right, it's getting better.
fine.
Hey, we can't let Anthony go on this one. By the way, we moved on way too
Oh,
fast.
no. What did I do?
Ray in New Hampshire writes, looking forward to Ant's one-man show, Bedwet with me.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Right. Anthony goes on stage and just cries, and there's spaghetti that goes down the wall.
Yeah, spaghetti hits the wall.
Just pee and spaghetti all over the stage.
And I just
Eating
cry,
spaghetti.
I piss, and spaghetti hits the stage.
And it'll be like Gallagher, where he'll just run out in the audience and urinate on everyone.
And cry as I cry.
That's too good. All right. So
I have a stomach ache.
Hey, we gotta get
Mommy
back
and
to-
Daddy don't fight.
We gotta get-
Booty hooty hoo.
sorry. We got to get back to the novelty song there, the Jack Klugman. So, Mike.
Yes.
I'll be at opening night.
All right, awesome.
November 11th. Tickets, MikeBirbiglia.com.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds great. Thanks, you
right.
guys. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike, thanks.
And Conan.
Nice talking politics with you.
Yes, we had a nice heated
tonight?
debate
Oh, tomorrow night.
about
Conan.
shit we know nothing of.
Yeah, exactly. For the
we're-
record, I know nothing of what I was
Yeah,
saying.
but we're just like anyone else. We all watch Fox or CNN for 10 minutes, and then we recite what we
Yeah, we think we know
hear.
everything.
And then
Yeah.
make believe, we're coming up with this crap.
We're douches.
No one really knows what the fuck these guys are all about.
And have fun with your lighting.
Thanks.
Yeah, I need a par 64 1,000-watt can. Could you?
All right.
All right.
Go ahead. That was light talk, by the way.
Don't worry, we won't talk about you as soon as you leave.
He's got a fat.
Do something with Fresnels.
Yeah. Just
Get some Fresnels.
Just put
At
that.
Ted's Fresnel shop.
What's a Fresnel?
It's a lens that diffuses the light.
I hate Fresnels. I inherited one. I broke it immediately. I thought it was a glass yarmulke.
Hey, Jimmy.
Down with Fresnels. Yes, Gregory.
No one hates a Fresnel.
I despise Fresnels. When I was a boy, my grandmama would put Fresnels on my testicles and punch them. I played football with a Fresnel chin strap. I was injured immediately. My father would drink and force me to toboggan in a Fresnel.
Because Fresnels sometimes can magnify light.
Yes, they do. I would ejaculate into a Fresnel and drink it. Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes. I was a boy of whimsy.
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 Whimsy. I love that word. Hey, we're letting the aunt off the hook. This isn't fair. I'm sorry.
What happened?
Yeah, you're a bedwetter. We're going to get back to that.
It's rare that you're thrown under the bus like this. No Bones from Pennsylvania writes, Anthony peed the bed, Jill shitted the bed. What a perfect couple.
Look, I never said she was shitting the bed.
Yes, you did. When
I
heard
said
that,
there could have been some... there was some
discharge.
Yeah.
You
some
made it
oily
sound like
discharge.
somebody went and got a pizza out of a box, turned it over, and just slammed it
because
on
there's
the
like
sheets.
oil.
Do you know what would have helped with that? Tape the Fresnel to her hiney hole. It would have filled up like a clear coffee filter. I had that happen to me many times.
Ted. Stupid Ted.
Ted's an ass.
I wanted to ask Jimmy something. Jimmy, you think Mike Birbiglia likes sleepwalking?
I mean, the way he talks about it, I would say no. He
sounds like quite a chore.
He doesn't like it.
No?
No, he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
He loves it.
Sounds to me like he hates it. Having to go in a sleeping bag every night.
Is a Fresnel concave?
No,
Convex, I believe.
The good thing about a Fresnel is a Fresnel could be flat, but yet act like a concave or convex lens because of the way it's cut. It's like you're taking the wasted space out of a regular convex lens. Amazing.
You're preaching to the choir, Anthony.
You
I
know what?
that.
If you look at a lighthouse...
I won't. I'm afraid I'll turn to salt like Lot's wife.
What the fuck?
A lighthouse has a Fresnel on it.
I walked into one. I was like, how do boats avoid these? It just draws you right to it like a siren song. I ran headfirst into the lighthouse repeatedly until my father grabbed me by the scrotum and said, Ted, go home.
Hey, we got a guy that made cumsies while he was in the Army.
Oh!
Sleep cumsies is what we're talking about. Wes in Pennsylvania.
What's up, boys?
Big, strong Army guy. What happened to you?
All right, man. Okay, look.
Was it a blanket party like Pyle? Hit it with soap?
No.
Just hit you with their boners.
All right, something weird happens to you when you go to basic training.
Mm-hmm.
You are around, obviously, a lot of other gentlemen, but you're not getting the necessary, cumsies feelings that you're usually getting when you're at home. So you don't touch yourself for the longest fucking time. And about, I'd say, 30 days into it, all the guys started coming up and saying, dude, I got my first boner last night. Well, a couple days later, you get your first cumsy feeling when you're sleeping. And I'm telling you, boys, after those 30 days of not having any contact in the world, it was the best feeling.
It is ridiculous how good that is. We're just trying to figure out what the formula is. How many days do you have to hold out to get dream cumsies?
Well, I had sex like multiple times a day leading up to basic training because I knew I wasn't going to get any for a long time. So my day was day 30.
How long is basic training?
30 days. I think it's before that, but wow. Okay.
I got my first boner 2 weeks in because I mean you're constantly moving and you're just so tired for that first that first couple days, for the first couple weeks.
Did they make you run a lot?
Oh yeah.
I would hate that.
That's
Do they wake you up early in the morning?
That's in every boot camp, every movie that shows boot camp. They run.
What time
do they make you run?
What time do you wake up and go to bed at boot camp?
When we woke up in the morning, first call was like 4:30 sometimes if we got lucky.
Wow.
And lights out was 9, but you never went to sleep at that time because you're constantly cleaning something.
Boot camp stinks.
It's boot camp.
How would you do that?
It's supposed to
on
break
the bright
you.
side,
It's not
I
called
got to
fun
fire
camp.
Yeah.
Fours.
It's a boot.
It sucks.
What about
You
arts
get in
and
the boot.
crafts? Having some laughs.
Some
There were a
laughs.
lot of laughs, especially when you're finding the mod deuce.
All right.
I would, if I'm dreaming and I know that I'm dreaming, I've told this before, but I would
You wet the
try
bed.
to. No, I wouldn't wet the bed. If I'm dreaming, even now, if I'm dreaming and I go, holy shit, I'm dreaming, I will grab the nearest girl in the dream and rip her clothes off and just rape the shit out of her, hoping to get, that wet dream thing going, and knowing I'm not going to get in trouble for it because it's a stupid dream.
You won't get in any trouble. Just find her clothes in a fucking fire pit.
Then why don't you do something crazy if you know you're dreaming? Like suck someone's balls.
It's not gay because it's a dream.
But I don't really think I want to do that.
That's the beauty of it. Find a homeless guy and see if you can actually make yourself smell his balls.
How you doing, Dream Anthony?
And then you just hold his balls in your mouth.
Yeah, that's what I should do.
To be a nut.
All right, I'll try that next time. I'm a dream rapist.
Getting ready for line of the day, but first, back to You're So Vain.
Apricot, of course.
Apricot, of course.
They set it up. They set up the car.
Yeah, they set it up.
Can I borrow it sometime?
No, I'm sorry, you may not.
Why not?
Because I just told you. I'm the only one who can wear apricot.
You walked into party like you were walking onto a yacht.
What?
Your hat strategically dipped below.
Was there a video for this, or was it just audio? Because I
Two
could
guys,
picture
one
them.
bomb.
I could picture them acting this out.
As you watched yourself gavotte. And all the girls seem to
See, it's funny because one of them is sloppy and the other one's very clean.
Exactly.
You're so vain.
What are you saying? What are you talking
You
about?
probably think this song is about you.
Oh.
You're so
This is why
vain.
God gave him throat cancer.
I bet you think this song is about you.
I don't know. I don't know. I think you're going crazy.
Oh, well. That's the real thing. They always need that.
Who ever thought this would be a good idea back in the 70s? No, Jimmy, stop.
Who are those people?
Who are those people? That's terrific.
What was this on, like, the fucking,
Some variety show, probably, right?
Yeah. One of those Dean Martin shows.
Yeah.
Dean Martin and the Gold Diggers.
Flip Wilson. Why bother have them singing? Yeah.
The song is about me, isn't it? Yes.
Yes.
You went up to Saratoga.
That's a shoehorn.
He can't, he doesn't know how the words go.
You're Learjet up to Nova Scotia to see the total eclipse of the sun.
Saratoga rhymes
you're
with
where
Nova
you
Scotia.
should be all the time. And when
This is
you're
funny,
not,
man.
you're with
Yeah,
some
Jim.
underworld spy or the wife
Some
of
underworld
the close
spy.
wife of
What are you
the close
talking
friend.
about?
You're so
Bring the singers back. Thank you. I knew they. I could produce this.
You're so vain. You probably
This had to be. There's got to be a video of this somewhere. A kinescope.
What was that innuendo about my fooling around with the wife of a close friend?
You are conceited and girl crazy, aren't you?
Girl. There's a young girl.
That's right.
Just because I buy an
Abigail Folger. She's making coffee.
She's bleeding into a grate.
Her neck is like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're going to have a bunch of those tomorrow.
Wowie, wow.
We might have the formula. TJ the trucker. TJ.
Yeah, I got a story about I got the formula for your clumsy feeling. I was in Egypt for a month doing a training exercise in the Army, and we were stuck in tents where we had no place at all for any privacy. The shitters were 3-hole shitters with no separation between them. There was no place to jerk off. And 2.5 weeks in is where I started having them, and boy, I was just freaking coming in my pants the first 2 nights. And I was like, this is pretty good shit, you know?
Making cumsies.
I love it. That's hilarious.
Sleepy cumsies.
Sleepy cumsies. Thank you. So we're thinking maybe 2.5 weeks in. That's rough. That's a long haul.
Yeah,
That is a long haul. Let's say hi to Adam in Boston. Adam.
Hey, guys. I know you're wrapping up, but real quick, I just wanted to congratulate Jimmy on having a movie reference today that wasn't from the 70s with Black Hawk Down on the other side of the
there you go.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Hunting out, boys.
Ow! Everybody, come on.
Oh, this is great. Yeah. So disco. Gotta love the disco days. Do you? I just wants to boogie. It's cute. Yeah, sure it is. How long does it go on before he does this Ray J? That's a great question. There we go.
Or you can call me Jay, but you doesn't have to call me Justin. You can call me RJ, or you can call me JJ, but you doesn't have to call me Justin. You can call me Ray. My name is Raymond J. Justin Jr.
This was his whole shtick.
Well, more and more.
This is perfect for the 70s. This sums up.
And let the boogie master get out on the floor.
This sums up things like the Love Boat and Super Train and Studio 54 and every other suck ass thing. Thank God. This shit like this made AIDS. This is the stuff that actually made AIDS. All that stuff mixed together, and this is part of it.
The Boogie Master have fun.
Should I just let the Boogie Master have fun?
Yeah, more.
No.
No,
Only the
Jimmy.
next verse.
No, you don't.
No, you
Dude,
don't.
he's Raymond J. Johnson Jr.
You could call him Ray, and you could call him Jay. You doesn't have to call him Johnson.
How about we call him gay?
Or you can give me AIDS, or you can give me cancer, or you can give me polyps, but you doesn't have to call me Johnson. This could be a fun game.
Dancing.
Hey, could you find our agent's house? Do you have
where's Bob's house? Super Agent Bob Eatman's house in
you have Pacific
Midnight
Palisades?
Club? I believe so.
Oh man, let's see if you could. I know if you do like the Santa Monica Boulevard, Pacific Coast Highway, and then you
give out directions.
Yeah,
to
you go over,
house.
and then you go up a hill, and then I know you go through the town, and then you like take a left, and it's the fourth house on the.
The city's modeled very
accurately.
Very accurately.
Just look for the people asleep near his house from boredom.
Our research team went out and took like 100,000 pictures.
Wow, look at that plane just flying by.
Yeah, there's planes flying.
What's fucked up, man? Wow. You just look for the house with all the DJs sleeping outside, hoping that Bob's going to get him a job.
Nice. Exactly. I think the only one he gets a job is you guys.
Yeah.
So you got it, Les?
What?
Is this Pacific Palisades? No, it's not. Okay.
He's on the way.
This is going to be exciting for everybody.
How many hours a day do you play this?
Adrian?
10 hours a day.
Doesn't it hurt your hands?
Yeah. Well, he looked at you like, yeah, asshole.
Well,
sure
yeah.
it does. I fucking got to do this all day.
Let's say hi to...
Right around 6 or 7 o'clock at Rockstar, people show up with huge trays of pizzas, chicken wings, and guys stay there till 1 or 2 in the morning, beers, and just
playing games.
Just play and
a cool
testing
life.
games. And
that is pretty
for the first
cool.
couple of weeks.
Yeah, and then you realize...
If I didn't have a cool job, I would think that was a really cool job to have.
What do? Do you make notes as you're playing this game? Things that suck?
No. Yeah.
Well, if you're testing it, how do they know what you like and what you don't like or what works?
Well, he doesn't test. He's a gameplay capture. His job is to
do cool shit.
Do cool shit in the game and record it so that it can be put in our TV commercials.
That's your whole job?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was part. That was a job.
Man.
Yeah,
We have I knew the testers.
Full-time gameplay captures. All they do is play GTA.
Are you very
Nightclub.
competitive with each other about getting the coolest fucking shot? Yeah,
It's
I don't
hardcore.
doubt it. It's like, motherfucker, you watch what I did, douche.
Yeah, and when
Top
one of their
this.
shots makes it into the trailer, like a super badass motorcycle,
yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's my fucking shot with the shit blowing up in the background.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, it's a good gig.
Let's go to Canada. Stupid Canada. What do you got today?
Goddamn Canada.
Dumb Canada.
What do they want?
Ugh.
Hey, I just want to talk about cumsies.
I just want to talk about
Cumsies.
cumsies.
What do you want to talk about?
All right.
Night cumsies. I had my first kid and had no time to jack off anymore or fuck my wife. So about a week and a half in, I started coming in my pants at night, and it's about the best feeling in the world, and you cannot duplicate it.
Well,
I think it's better than normal sex.
Well, that's a week and a half in Canada, like days. Like, what's the exchange for America? Like that? Does that mean
0.86
So it's like
on the dollar.
So it's about a week in.
Canada.
I'm trying to make an exchange joke. What's wrong with me?
No.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, this is where he lives. All right, go up this hill.
Stick to dry.
Holy shit, is this accurate? Thank you, sir.
There's Bob's house.
Because I used to rollerblade down that hill when I was living out there.
Crazy?
Is that Bob's house?
Pretty
right?
steep.
No, you got to go to the top, and then you got to get into town. I'll show you. I'll show you where his,
probably his house for what we pay him.
I'll show you where his. Oh wait, now where are you? Now I'm a little confused.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thanks, Rock.
Wait, where? What the?
Thank you, buddy.
Isn't this?
Oops.
Wait, are you near Sunset? What the? Where are you?
Now you're lost.
Are you lost?
No, you are.
No, right.
Oh yeah,
Opie's lost. He knows this thing.
The guy's driving.
Blindfolded.
We'll turn on the GPS. Let's get to his house.
There's your GPS.
Oh,
Do you
right
know how
on,
to do
man.
everything in this game?
Oh man, he was heading the right way. Now I'm confused.
Makes the game look beautiful. We spent so much time.
What? Why aren't you talking to a mic?
Yeah, talking to the
He's a
mic.
game guy. He doesn't know
I
radio.
understand. That's why I was
It's
polite.
like you fucking go
Right
in there
on
and
it.
try to get a cool shot.
I understand.
You
That's
get
why I was
shit.
polite.
Does everybody tell you that your job is cool?
No, I don't think many people even know our job exists. I didn't know our job
I didn't know it existed,
until,
yeah.
like a year ago.
Dude,
when
you're
I
blocking
found
traffic as you talk on the fucking.
Like a big pile up.
All right.
That's good.
Midnight Club Los Angeles comes out Tuesday. You
Yeah.
can order it on Amazon.com now or GameStop.
It's really cool.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Back to this horse shit.
Dancing. Line of the day is brought to you by WebEx.com. Hold meetings, make presentations, and do it for the comfort of your own home or office. Check it out at WebEx.com. That's WebEx.com.
If that'll help you sooner, you doesn't have to call me Johnson. You can call me Sonny, but look at here, honey.
What a revolting decade.
Wait, look at here.
Just horrid.
No, what's wrong with look at here, honey?
Now look at here, honey.
Anytime a white guy says he's going to boogie, I want to fucking puke.
Don't boogie.
Unless he says, I want a boogie, and you hand him one and he eats it. Like in a restaurant.
Wipes it on my couch. Ray J. Johnson ain't coming over my house.
Dude, I want to.
With his boogie.
I want to show you Bob's house so you could be really pissed off. that's my whole goal right now.
You can call me
All right, we'll find another day.
Oh, you can call him Laz, or you can call him Low.
Wow.
Wow, I'm honored.
But you doesn't have to call him Chicken Hawk.
I apologize to Bob
It's a
ahead of
boy
time.
fucker.
Yeah, I got it. We got to go to Sean in North Carolina.
You can go a boo, or you can go a boo, but you doesn't have to go a boo.
Shawnee, go ahead.
Yeah, when you get to Bob's house, look around and see if you can see Bob's brother waiting for Bob to leave and go to the gym so he can sneak in and fuck his wife.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, that's you know what, though? It's all fair. That's a linger longer right there. What can I tell you? He's
that
not
is.
starting new shit. That's based on old shit. A runner-up line of the day.
It was tears of joy, and she was like tears and joy.
She was describing what came out of her face and then what she drank.
Look at here, honey. You doesn't have to call me Johnson.
You can call me Ray.
Another runner-up line of the day.
And the theater was pretty quiet at the time, and I just yelled out, "Yeah, but can she cook?"
What did it get?
Zilcho.
My name is Raymond J.
Johnson Jr.
You can call me Jay. You can call me Ray J.
Ray J.
He had to come up with one more, and it was Ray
I
J.
hope all those girls singing got chlamydia in the 70s.
Look it up on YouTube. He's still doing the Ray thing. He's like 80 and he's really old and he's still doing the.
We should
Ray.
get him on the phone.
Oh, let's get Ray J. Johnson. Book him.
Yeah,
book him.
we're actually really big fans of.
Oh, imagine
Let's
having
get him on
him
the show tomorrow.
Ray J. Johnson.
I would be honored.
So, how did you first come up with the Ray J. Johnson bit? Well, it was World War II.
Yes.
I tried other names. Did you try other names? Did you? You could call me Joe, but it didn't sound the same as Ray. Did it, douchebag?
You know that's what he does, though.
Of course. And do you have a follow-up to it? I mean, you've been doing it a while.
He
Of course,
probably
it's
tried for the
classic.
follow-up.
And what was the follow-up?
Right.
Yeah.
Probably just his last name.
It was.
Wait, no, he does Johnson.
Last name's
right?
Johnson. Maybe with the car he drives.
A middle name. I don't know. Whatever.
I say that we get him to do it, and then just scream, "Shut the fuck up," and hang up on him. Hey, we're big fans.
Dude, would that be hysterical? Just shut the fuck up.
You suck. We could get him. We'll go like. So we're big fans. Before we even start the interview, you got to give us one. All right. Are you? Can you shut the fuck up?
Click.
Click.
Dancing Johnson.
Here's another runner-up line of the day.
And the family would just be like, what the hell is he doing?
Maybe we're actually cousins and our grandmother's just as safe.
To answer the question of the guy that was up on the board asking when the next Laszlo show is, it's Saturday, November 1st.
No one was asking.
It was on the board.
No, it wasn't.
You sure they
It's
don't have to
gone.
fucking take bandwidth for some college football game that
Oh,
day?
and by the way,
Jesus Christ.
Anthony was supposed to be on the last show.
I know, Laszlo.
And, which
I'm
is totally
sorry.
cool. We were going to hang out, but the guy who's supposed to run the board and keep like my show going showed up fucking shit-faced. You'd been drinking since like Friday morning or something. And he comes in and normally I'll bring in a case of beer and we'll make a nice dent on it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I can't even look at beer. I just stopped partying about 30 minutes ago at Anthony's house.
And that's why I didn't make it, because I was actually, and when I say this, I went, wow, I'm too wasted to even drive.
It's a hell of a
So,
party.
yeah, that was, I did want to come in. I feel bad, but Danny fucked it all up by just
for everybody
coming over and had beer.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what day this happened.
That's true.
Saturday?
Yeah. It's like, what day?
Saturday Night Virus?
I don't know.
And it's great that he's such a drunk he has a driver now.
Yeah.
Danny has a driver now.
Yeah. It's like, can you drive me here?
It's Harry Chapin.
It's safer. Well, Danny just shakes his head. Aw.
Billy Joel. James Dean.
Here comes Jimmy JJ.
Line of the day.
Oh.
Line of the day. Wah wah.
Yes, because he was trying to be more like her, and she was trying to be like him. Well, she's more like him now.
Second's having a week.
Is that, yeah, I was going to say. But it just goes to show you.
Cunt.
That does it for us today. We're going to dance on out of here.
Yeah,
We'll see you tomorrow for the Big Friday show.
Yeah.
I want to thank Laszlo for stopping by.
It's our big Friday disco show.
That's
so tune
right.
in. Tune in.
Roller disco, my friends.
We're going to fuck each other in the ass and catch a disease. RockstarGames.com is where you can check out Midnight Club.
Yes.
There's trailers and
Go there.
all sorts of footage that young Adrian has captured.
Yeah, good job with the game,
The
man.
game comes out Tuesday on PS3, Xbox, and PSP.
All right.
Very cool, Les.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, man.
Thank you, Laszlo.
Blah, blah, blah.
See. That would have been our out, and we would have sounded cool instead. Now we're
Especially
just
with the
sitting
music
here.
ending.
Thanks,
No,
Colt.
the music ended nice.
What
The big
happened?
plug, a big thank you, bam, right into
Nah, it's never professional.
But now
Colt
we're-
_6. Thank you for streaming the show because for some reason my Pal Talk again doesn't recognize the camera.
What?
And they wouldn't have been able to join in the festivities and hijinks of the day if it wasn't for the wonderful Colt 6. Thank you. Fix my fucking Pal Talk thing permanently.
Rumor has it they're going to attempt to take that away from you, my friend.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
I want to be in that office. when that goes down.
Wait till that discussion happens.
Who is going to take that away?
See, it's like, well, if they could just listen to it there, why wouldn't they pay? They're not going to pay. It's like it's a couple hundred people tuning in, giving us material because they cam up. So it's like we talk about what they're doing on cam. It's like, can you fucking understand anything?
We get
but
chicks
the fucking subscription price for a second. I mean, that we might be talking about a chick stripping or fucking some guy firing his weapons into the floor or just something. There's a value.
Don't use the guy firing the gun as a selling point.
No, it's
that will never be a
wonderful.
good selling point.
I love it. Whatever. Oh, it's just one of those things where it's like there's a value in it. Just don't worry about the 200 people or something that aren't fucking subscribed. And by the way, they are subscribing. They listen too. They fucking listen to the show and they watch us on cam. There's probably a small percentage that don't pay, but
what are you going to do?
Give me a fucking break already.
Yeah, we'll rat those people out for you, just so we can keep the Pal Talk.
Are we also going to go shut down the internet?
Yeah.
So that it's not posted anywhere?
Exactly.
All right, we got to go. Fun, though, right, Ant, with this merger thing?
Exactly.
It's great for everybody.
It's just a treat.
Remember when Elo said it's it's great for everybody.
Yeah, he's gone.
All those people are lining up with boxes today.
Yeah, and I love how they said that it was going to, it's going to be much better for the consumer. But then they start running commercials. Hey, if you want some, you want some more of this stuff, the best of series, you got to pay extra money.
I think it's great for the consumer, Laszlo.
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm just talking about Pal Talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, to talk about the company, I'm not going to stand for that.
That's right. How dare you?
While the mics are on.
I'm not speaking ill of the company.
Let me tell you something. Terrestrial radio, I enjoy being on it because there's a lot of people. I have more fun in the 2 hours on satellite as a performer.
Yeah. Because we're
it's not
sucking
the word,
each other's cocks. But
that's the other 22 hours.
That's the quick bathroom breaks.
That's
not really on the air yet. It will be soon, though.
Never fun to be censored.
No.
It never, ever has made a performer better to be censored. Ever.
I'll agree with you there, Mikey.
Holy shit.
Gotta agree with you. Yeah, it's just, they're just infuriating. If they, try to take the Pal Talk thing away, you're going to see a very explosive Anthony in a
I
meeting.
bet you that they won't, though. Once you explain it to them exactly the value, they just see knee-jerk reaction. Oh, they're giving the show away, but they probably don't know the value. That's all.
Yeah, they got
and once you tell them what you told me in the office. If they take the Pal Talk away, you're going to kick someone in the cunt. Just tell them.
I will.
I know you will.
You got to do that.
I will.
Someone's going to get a kick to the cunt if they take it away, right?
They'll look down, they'll see you have your one metal shoe on, they'll know you mean business.
That's right.
That's his cunt-kicking shoe. The man is meant to be taken seriously.
His special cunt-kicking shoe.
I only wear 5'11" boots, by the way.
Yeah, so that's going to really do damage.
And you only talk like Robert Shaw when you're threatening to kick someone in the cunt. Let's string to your cunt. Let's string to your cunt.
Celebrating them taking away Pal Talk. I kicked her in the cunt.
This just in, Nancy Reagan has died. We'll see you tomorrow.
Last night I think I shit the bed. Got so drunk I gave a dude head. Life is just a merciful blur when you pop a piss wasser. Piss wasser, don't drink it slow. 3 a.m. buy some blow. Sleep in the bathroom on the floor. What really matters anymore? All the crap you do all day. Who fucking cares? Anyway, piss wasser, this is beer. Drive drunk off of beer. Piss wasser, drink all day. It helps your troubles go away. Yeah, yeah. Piss wasser, cheap German lager for export only.
For the illiterate and ignorant, this is dangerous propaganda.
Opie and Anthony.